Let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new Click and Collect service. Just tap to order items online, and it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and Collect. Try it today.
Hey Horry and Mocker, can we have some tips?
Mocker, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. If you get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana. Good, good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick and the Darling Downs.
Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast.
Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Babinda banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe?
You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers. So make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Hey Horry and Mocko, can we have some tips?
Mocha, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. You get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana. Good, good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick and the Darling Downs.
Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast.
Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Brisbane banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe? You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers, so make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Hey Horry and Mocko, can we have some tips?
Mocha, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. You get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana. Good, good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick and the Darling Downs.
Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast.
Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Brisbane banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe? You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers. So make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online, and it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
and welcome everybody to Bundaberg, day 1 of the Bulls Masters Under-16 Youth Cup here at Salter Oval in Bundaberg. We have a Pool B game just started between the home side, the Wide Bay Flames, up against the South East Queensland Stormers. South East Queensland Stormers won the toss and they elected to bat. Umpires for your match today, Noel Cronin, all the way from an hour down the road in Maryborough, and one of our local umpires from here in Bundaberg, Gordon Fredericks.
Hey, Corey Pope.
To my left, Matty Hogan from Queensland Bulls Masters. How are you, Matty?
Yeah, good, Shearsy, good. It's always good to be back up in Bundaberg, Bulls Masters Youth Cup in the 6th year. And Wide Bay made the final last year, so it's good to see the home team starting to come along and have some success. It's been a tough road for them, but
yeah, and they've got 3 guys backing up from that final last year, and I'll run through the sides very shortly for you. But the South East Queensland Stormers, they've got a brand new 12, but the Wide Bay Flames, they've got 3 boys backing up. I'll just quickly run through the sides. The Wide Bay Flames, number 3, Nathan Roderick is the skipper. Number 13, Jaden Santa Catarina, who's currently opening the bowling from the northern end here at Salter Oval. Number 4, the wicketkeeper, Corey Pope. Number 6, Brodie Loveridge. Number 8, Curtis Farrell. Number 9, Stuart MacArthur. Number 11, Finlay Franz. Number 5, Luke Murray. Number 7, Tom Curran. Number 12, Ned Jenner. Number 14, Joey Steinhardt. And number 1, Oliver Bogue. SEQ Stormers. Number 9, Caden Cariswell. Number 8, Neil Everts. And number 5, Sean Everts. Number 10, Harrison Lederhose. Number 12, Michael Lindsay. Number 6, James McClure. Number 7, Ben Naish. Number 3, Riley Possingham. Number 11, Zach Smith. Number 4, Hayden Steinhardt. Number 2, Cameron Thurlow. And number 1, Josh Williams. The SEQ Stormers, coached by Max Christensen and managed by Luke Coco, and I understand both those lads are teachers at Ipswich Grammar. And the Bulls Masters mentor for the SEQ Stormers is Brendan Creevy. Just jumping back to the Wide Bay Flames, coached by Grant Lutz, managed Mr. David Bogue, a teacher here in Bundaberg, and Bulls Masters former Bundaberg boy, former Queensland wicketkeeper, Peter Drinnan.
a good first over by Wide Bay, pretty tight there by Santa Catarina. Do you know much about him?
He's a local boy. Yep. He plays for ISIS in the under-16s. And then he turns out in senior cricket for the Brothers Cricket Club. He's also been playing a little bit on a Friday night in the Aussie Bundy Big Bash. But we haven't had a lot of cricket around in Bundaberg of late. Like most of Queensland, we've had our fair share of rain. Junior cricket in Bundaberg has been washed out for the last 3 weekends. And there's been very little senior cricket on the weekend. Aussie Bundy Big Bash on a Friday night. It's also been washed out for a couple of Friday nights as well. So, yeah, I think everyone's a little bit short of a gallop. And as I said, that's just not going to be a Wide Bay thing. I think that will be an across Queensland thing, probably from central Queensland right through to the southeast corner.
So we're just lucky enough to be joined here by Bulls Masters mentor Peter Drinnan. How are you, Drino?
Very well, thanks, mate. Very well.
That's the go.
Much more pleasant in here than out there.
Yeah, it's very steamy, isn't it? We got the Wide Bay captain Nathan Roderick bowling here. Right arm off spinners.
Just tried to last hour or so familiarise myself with the players. Some of them I do know from previous visits up here. Young keeper I've done some work with over the years, young Corey. But I was talking to Grant, their coach, and this year they won the most games they have done in Taverners competition.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So things are looking promising for this region.
Yeah, well, you were the Darling Downs mentor last year. That you took them all the way undefeated to the flag. Very good side though. You were saying, and they played White Bay in the final last year, and 3 of these guys are backing up from that. So they should be a decent side.
Yes, absolutely. And I did say to them when I first met them in the rooms about us mentors. We come north and we take it very seriously, and we enjoy the time up here working with these young lads and working with the coaches and trying to support wherever we can. And I certainly enjoyed my time last year with the Darling Downs boys. There's some good cricketers in there, and no doubt there's some good cricketers across all teams, to be honest.
What have you been doing with them so far, mate? You've been.
Oh, look, you know, White Bay, I think, blessed. They've got a couple of very, very good coaches guiding them in Grant and David, and I'm sure they've shared plenty of good information. And I just probably just supported that in the short time we had in the rooms. We chatted a little bit about T20 cricket, and I suppose all I was doing is reinforcing the key points there that they've probably put across over the week leading up to this. It's interesting, this is the format. I think it's brilliant that we play a couple of T20s.
Lofted,
just over the top.
Over covers.
Here,
Batsman will come back to complete 2 runs.
They've been a little bit tied down, haven't they? You felt something was coming there. That's only what is that? The 3rd run, 4th run, none for 4.
Yeah, the T20 format probably asks of some different skills than the 50 does. So this tournament's got both formats. So it's going to be a fantastic week to watch these guys show their trades.
You must be impressed with how they've started here. They're some good opening bowlers.
Yep.
This is the 3rd over, and they've SEQ won it a couple of years ago, and have always been a fairly strong side in the under-16. They're not getting away. What do you think of the pitch? Have you had a look?
Well, I did, and look, I think it's going to be a good wicket.
Yeah.
There's a couple of bare patches on it, but and there's a little bit of grass. Maybe it may turn a little bit, but I think generally it's very dry and it's going to be a good wicket.
Brand new covers for the centre wicket here.
Go.
Lofted over square leg out towards to Calvin Street boundary. The batsman will come back to complete 2 runs.
Good whip. I like that.
Yeah, new covers for the main oval here at Solder Oval in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, despite the amount of wet weather we've had, the wicket block has been kept reasonably dry. The groundsmen both here at Solder Oval and also down the road at Kendall's, they've really had their work cut out for them in the last couple of weeks. But having the brand new cover out here and brand new Hessian as well, the wickets come up looking absolute treat, and as you'd see on the vision, nice and white, which is ideal for both one-day cricket and T20 cricket.
Jason, it looks like they've done a great job across the board, because the outfield, I do know they've had a lot of rain up here over the last, as we have down south, but I think they've more up here, but I think the groundsman's done a tremendous job, because the field looks in real good shape, given the amount of rain that you've had. Yes,
well, after the rugby league season here, we had one weekend where it belted down during that June-July sort of period, and they played some footy that churned it up. But the rain that we've had over November has really helped the groundsmen along from an outfield perspective, despite the fact that we haven't had a lot of cricket. And not only field 1 looking great from the camera footage there, but obviously the fields out the back that are going to be used this week, fields 2, 3 and 4, they are looking especially great as well.
They've started well here, haven't they, White Bay boys, with the ball?
Yeah, they're looking tight.
None for 9 off 3. It's hard to tell from here, but whether the SEQ boys would be looking to have a few more on the board after 3 with only 2 men out. It's often a time when teams want to score a little quicker with the 2 men out and a harder ball. But maybe given the bowling, it's been challenging for them to do that.
Yeah, I guess be a few nerves out there. Did you sense anything when you're down there?
Not really.
You don't want
to. Not really, to be honest. But opening game of the tournament, I'm sure there are a few.
Yeah, look, you touched on this a little bit earlier. The vast majority of these White Bay boys played in the Taverners under-16 comp earlier in the season. So they've played a lot of games in Brisbane and also up in the Wide Bay area as a group. There's only two lads that didn't play in that 16s Taverners competition, being number 1 Oliver Bogue and number 11 Finlay Franz. They're the only two new guys that have come into the squad. Couple of the lofted over towards deep mid wicket, chasing hard, and 4 runs.
That's the first boundary of the day, and much needed by SEQ. Just dragged it down a bit, didn't he, Roderick, the captain?
So there's a couple of boys that are not in the side. They're under 15 boys, so they'll be going away this week to play at their own state under 15 championships, I believe.
Yeah, down south.
Yeah. For Wide Bay. Yeah.
The reverse. Oh, he's very lucky to get away with that. Just popped over the slip fielder.
Do you know, it's a bit of a coach killer when you sit here. It's exciting to see these young lads. It's a great shot. He's pulled that away from mid-wicket, that ball before, and now he's decided to explore another part of the field, asking questions of the bowler. It's exciting to watch a batsman do that. Having said that, as a coach sitting on the boundary, the risk is quite high. But look, that's what this game's about, expressing yourself, particularly in these early overs.
Do you encourage it, Drino?
I do. I do, particularly in these early overs.
Short,
another
hammered,
drag down,
hammered towards the square leg boundary on the Avoca Road side of the field, and 4 runs. Yeah, dragged down by Roderick on those couple of occasions in this over, and he's been punished by Zach Smith.
But it's interesting, that's a poor ball. The ball that was put over straightish mid-wicket before wasn't a bad ball. So I think the batter's applying some pressure here to the spinner, which is causing the error in that drag down, and it was capitalised on. That was a good over from a batting perspective. I thought they did well there.
He did well, didn't he?
9 runs. 9 runs off that Roderick over of off spin, and we see 4 overs gone in the SEQ Stormers innings. They are none for 18. Smith 11 off 13, and Hayden Steinhardt 7 off 11.
Of course, as a spinner on a pretty flat deck like this, you got to err on pitching it up rather than anything dragged down, and especially with in these early overs where you can't sort of put anyone back on the onside, the batters are going to be all over that.
Change of bowler for Wide Bay. Out of the attack, Jaden Santa Catarina from this northern end. Into the attack, Tommy Curran from the South Burnett area, Mergen Cricket Club, and he is slashed over the slips region, and a little bit of a misfield down there at third man. 4 runs. Yeah, so a lot of obviously the Taverners, they're 50 over a side games. Yeah. Yes, so a lot of the T20 stuff, a lot of these boys
nice shot
exposed probably only through their club cricket.
They did have, I believe this year, they did have some T20 games.
In the Taverners?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
How are you involved? Are you involved at all? With Valleys?
Look, with Valleys, I support where I can, and certainly in the pre-season lead up, and
because you're just the assistant coach there these days of the or
Brad.
General coach over
my title is director of cricket, but
plays and misses,
support across the board there where I can.
So had a good week, Valleys in the first grade last week. There were 3 T20 games. They won a couple against some pretty handy sides. So.
Yeah, look, generally the club's going pretty well this year. Rebuilding a little bit after last year, but it's a strong club, and it's going pretty well.
Who did I catch up with? Who's the young girl that came up from Sydney?
Shot over cover. That's a cracking shot.
There's a sweeper out there, and I'll just pick up the single. Well fielded out there by Stuart MacArthur in shirt number 9. He's the only Wide Bay player who's from the Sunshine Coast area.
Okay. It's interesting that the boys have been bowling quite straight till Tom's just giving a little bit of width. This could be a plan. He's got his cover out here, which is great, but he's just giving a little more width outside that off stump.
Misfield. Lets them off the hook. Ends up being an easy 2 when I'm pretty sure the bowler and the captain would have liked to have seen that as a dot ball.
Certainly the mentor would have.
Well, it's, fielding's, we all know it's a bit of a cliche, but it's such an important part of the game, isn't it? And particularly when you're applying pressure. And the boys, they've done pretty well so far.
Yeah, just ask Rory Burns.
Yeah. Poor fella. Yeah. You did feel a bit bad for him, even though he's a dirty pong.
And that's another
nice
good
shot through covers.
That's his shot, isn't it?
Stuart MacArthur fields that one again, and I'm going to throw in there, it's his 16th birthday today.
Is that right?
The fielder, yep. He's happy birthday, Stewie McCarthy.
He's up and about too, isn't he?
See, what interests me, I put my coach's hat on all the time. I'm really interested to see whether that's exactly what he wanted to do, put it half a foot outside off stump and just let him pump it through the covers. I think it's quite a brave plan if you're going to do that. But having said that, it went pretty well there. He had his men bowled to his field.
Yeah, he did.
So getting singles in T20 cricket, if you're not getting a wicket or a dot ball, then the single is the third best option, isn't it?
Jay, so I said that when we had a chat. I said, don't neglect the ones. You're looking to play aggressively, yes you are, but they all add up, and you've got to minimise your dots. Again, all these are pretty common things, but the reality is you've got to keep it ticking, and ones will do that, and then obviously you're looking to put the ball away wherever possible.
Birthday boys into the attack from the southern end. Salter Oval.
Stewart.
You watch a bit of cricket, Shearsy? Over, you said it's been rained out a fair bit, but
good take.
That was very wide, and wicketkeeper from the Waves Cricket Club here in Bundaberg, Corey Pope, outstanding, getting horizontal there to just keep it to the one wide. Sorry, Matty.
So you didn't know these players? So you've seen them play?
No, these Wide Bay boys I haven't seen a huge amount of. My time out of representative coaching.
Did you get a touch?
Awesome shot straight into the stumps at the bowler's end. My time out of schoolboy rep coaching coincides with these guys coming into that 12 years to 15 years age group. So the only guy I've really had a bit to do with is the wicketkeeper Corey Pope.
He would have been run out too if you had got a touch on that.
So I'm looking for his 2 deep men. I assume there's a fine leg in place here that we can't see.
Is it someone at sort of cow corner?
Oh yeah, there's a cow corner.
Yep.
Yep. And we've got a fine leg.
And that's it.
Disappointing for the birthday boy. That would have been a lovely gift for him on his 16th birthday. But the catch has been dropped mid-on. It was in. It was out. Not sure if we're getting a replay of that. Joey Steinhardt mid-on there. Disappointed himself. Got his body into fairly good position.
Well played. He's just soft hands there. Just played it backward of point.
It looks like a good wicket to get to Zach Smith. He's been the player that's been pushing the game along the most. But they'll have to put that behind them and get on with it.
Is this a replay of the... Here's the drop catch.
It's just got big on him. He's gone up and it's made a mess of it.
Hard hands as well. Through to the keeper. Well gloved, Corey Pope. And 2 balls remaining in the over.
Moves well, young Corey. I haven't seen Corey for a little while, and he's moving real well there.
He's one of those guys that made a Wide Bay under-12 schoolboys side as a 10-year-old.
Had a chance to redeem himself.
Here we go, and there could be OTs,
wasn't backed up.
Overthrows.
Wasn't backed up. This is...
That's a shame. That's run out by 3-4 metres. And then to go for overthrows, it was a double whammy. Wow.
Do you need to get down there, Drino, and have a chat to him?
Oh, no, I'm sure the coach got it covered. But again, that's, in this cricket, they talked about every ball is important, and be responsible as a fielder. be where you've got to be when you've got to be there, and certainly someone should have been backing that up. They should have read the play. There was always going to be a throw-on stump there, and if not one, there could have been two backups there. So it's just about reading the game awareness, and I think at this level of cricket, as I do some work down in Brisbane, for a school down there, and same age group, and I think game awareness is crucial. So
yeah, it's about working off the ball. Just because the ball doesn't get hit to you doesn't mean that you clock off. You've got to be eyes on the ball and continually backing up, working off the ball as much as you can. You didn't buy a ticket to be a spectator.
Yeah. Well, they've had their opportunities, or they've created the opportunities, the Wide Bay boys. But gee whiz, the scorecard's looking better for SEQ now. None for 32. Is that 5? Is there one left in the power play?
Do you find at this level,
6 overs gone?
6, is it? 6 overs. That's a power play gone, 32. Be interesting to see what they were chasing off the power play. 32, it's not bad, the boys will be able to give us a better read on conditions out there, but it's an okay start. Sorry.
I was just going to say, do you find at this level that runs on the board are more important than, like, anything over 120 is going to be hard to chase just because it's pressure gets to kids a bit more.
Yeah, it's interesting. The big boys have turned it around, and they prefer to chase whatever they're chasing. But I agree. Certainly at this level, I think runs on the board because the young people, dealing with pressure is a skill, and being able to control an innings with the bat. That's
close to the edge.
Yeah, it's come back in with the angle, hasn't it? Right arm around the wicket.
Steiner hasn't obviously had a lot of the strike. Smith's very much dominated the strike.
That's not a great option. The batsman's just taken there, just with the angle coming back in. If he just got across his stumps there, he could perhaps open up an opportunity backward a square there for 1, maybe 2. He's got to give consideration to this angle.
Wide delivery from Curran.
Yeah, look, if you've got more mature batters through that middle phase that you feel can control the chase and control the game, well, chasing certainly a reasonable option. But the ability to do that, as I said, is a special skill, coping with that pressure and that run rate pressure. So if it's there,
and 120 even on a good deck can be a
shot.
That's
great shot.
Awesome cover drive / off drive. The fielder races around, dives, and has cut it off brilliantly.
Wow. Gee, the captain down there, Roderick.
Awesome effort from Oliver Bogue, actually. Oliver Bogue was the outfielder who dived.
Plays like that make a difference, eh? He saved a couple of runs there.
Oh, there he is.
That's...
it's going close.
Wow, I'm giving it to him.
What, boundary? It was very, very close.
No, I'm rewarding that effort.
Yes,
He's just used soft hands there. The batsman just guided it again backward a point. Really good hands.
It's good cricket. These boys are building a good partnership they could launch here.
We actually had one of the young guns on Friday night down here on the long on boundary. Went for the big dive. He was over the boundary, but still made the effort to knock the ball in. I don't know whether he was not rules aware, thinking that I can have my body out and still knock it in. But the other fieldsman there signalling 4, and he's getting up, going, what?
No ball.
Oh, is it free hit? Is it?
No ball. He's having a tough over here, Curran.
No, I don't think he signalled no ball there. I think the umpires are very explicit with their signalling now of how many balls left in the over.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just didn't see him do the free hit signal. Here we go. Lofted cover drive. Little misfield from Bogue. Yeah, no ball. It's been a little bit confusing at times with the umpires really getting out doing this.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
they're doing this quite often to make it very explicit.
Doing the peace sign to each other.
The peace sign. Yes.
Beautiful
Nicely
shot.
timed shot down towards third man. Probably could have run that one a little bit harder and faster. Put a bit of pressure on the. Put a bit of pressure on the fielder down there. But
Be
they get a
interesting.
single.
They should have a gauge now of what they're looking for here with a total, and what they deem is certainly gets them in the game, and what could be potentially a winning total.
So 7 overs gone. 7 overs have gone in the SEQ Stormers innings. None for 40. The run rate of, according to our frog box, 5.71 runs per over. That's the end of Tommy Curran's second over. Smith 24 off 24. Steinhardt 13 off 18. And have we got a... Still MacArthur. Yes, MacArthur coming into bowl from the southern end, or the Tackle Van Street gate end of Salter Oval number 1 here in Bundaberg. Quite windy out there today. We haven't had a lot of wind in Bundaberg of late. But you can see on the vision, players' trousers, shirts blowing in the wind that's probably coming from the southeast.
One thing I do notice a lot about, well, I'm being quite general here, but this level of cricket is they like to set pretty aggressive fields, pretty attacking fields. They don't like to put too many men out.
Do you like that? Or?
No, I don't. Oh, look, there's a time and a place, but I mean, the boundaries hurt you, and you've just got to get the balance of the game. But I find they tend to go too aggressive.
So the power play's over, and they got 6 in.
7 in.
7 in.
7 in.
Still 2 back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in. Yeah, 9 in, 2 back. So look, maybe the game warrants it, perhaps, but I find generally they hang on.
Oh, that's a wicket.
Lofted
mid-wicket
wicket takes a simple catch, and that sees the demise of Steinhardt. Hayden Steinhardt for the Stormers from the Logan Cricket Club down there in the southeast corner. Wide Bay boys very happy. Let's have a look at a replay here. Looks like he's got a little bit of a leading edge. And the captain of the Wide Bay Flames at mid-wicket, Nathan Roderick, takes a very easy, simple catch. And that sees the demise of Hayden Steinhardt in the number 4 shirt for the SEQ Stormers.
So you could argue that squeeze in that tight field, forced the error. They're not leaking too many boundaries, so this field may be appropriate for now. But I suppose, as I'm talking generally, they tend to hang on to those aggressive fields at times for too long and don't protect the boundaries enough.
Is this something that you'll bring up with them, or you'll ask them?
We'll see. Maybe, as I said, there's no rights and wrongs. It's all thoughts, and I suppose based on a little bit of experience. But it always interests me. As I said, that I've often sat in the coach's box and thought about different bowlers changes and different field placements, and then next ball, it goes exactly where I would have shifted the man, or that bowler gets 2 wickets, and you know what I mean. So, look, it's just a game and it's just an opinion. So. Doesn't mean it's right by any means.
Riley Possingham is the...
nice
start.
He's bowled him. He's bowled him. It's gone under the bat, and he has bowled him.
Riley Possingham, the number 3 for the SEQ Stormers, has copped a Yorker straight up, which originally looked like he dug it out.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did they go straight through? I thought he dug it out.
He
dug it out, and it bounced
I
onto
reckon it's just had a bit of backspin on it, and it's rolled in, and he's basically watched the ball.
It's a Yorker.
And has he hit his pad? Well, he's watched it. He's looking.
That's unlucky. That's unlucky. I feel a bit for him. Now, did they cross? Because I watched them. I thought they crossed. But was that the new batsman out?
Yeah, there's a new batsman out. Zach Smith worked really, really hard to cross, but I think the umpires might have been awake up to that, Drino.
Really? Look, I watched it too, bizarrely enough. And, okay, fair enough. Because that would have been a delivery better suited to the guy that was in, because that was a cracking delivery for a new batter. He's unfortunate there.
Hearing the thoughts of Peter Drennan here, the former Queensland wicketkeeper, who is the Wide Bay Flames mentor, and at 2 for 41 now, and it was none for 41 there. You must be pretty happy with how things have turned around here. Great over.
Hat-trick delivery for MacArthur. How about that for a birthday present?
Well, it'd be not many hat tricks
in T20 cricket.
Yeah,
they've brought a slip in for the new batsman.
That was great vision too by Calling All Sports Brisbane. John Devine up there on the camera. We've got Mitch Buchanan down here on the control switch doing a great job.
The new batsman for the SEQ Stormers, left-hander, Harrison Lederhose in shirt number 10 from the Currabee Cricket Club.
Looks like the only change he's made in the field is brought short mid-wicket in.
Here we go, the hat-trick ball. Oh, how is that?
Feel?
Not out.
Maybe just sliding down leg of Paps with the angle. It was a good shout, though.
Did the batter get any bat on that?
I don't know. But,
we'll have a look at the replay.
Let's have a good hard look at this.
Everyone was up regardless.
He's quite wide coming around the wicket, isn't he?
Across.
Yeah, no.
It's definitely going down the leg
down
side.
Leg, just, yeah.
Corey Pope, as the wicketkeeper, he was going a long way down the leg side, but it's worth a
I'd
yellow.
go up for that.
Oh,
My
absolutely.
Word.
Absolutely. So change of bowler. Successful over. 2 for 41. Wide Bay really needed those 2 wickets to get back into the game. So after 8 overs, 2 for 41. And Tom Curran's gone out of the attack. And it looks like Oliver Bogue in shirt number 1. He's going to, with ball in hand, the northern end. Oh, caught and bowled chance.
Well done.
What an outstanding catch. Little warm-up delivery there from Oliver Bogue, son of Wide Bay manager and brothers stalwart here in Bundaberg, David Bogue.
He's got an impressive build. A footy player, is he?
No. Brothers Cricket Club. Cricket Club, stalwart, yeah. And young Oliver plays for Brothers as well. Outstanding running between wickets. Great running between wickets. Nice call, confident call.
Well, Wide Bay have done nothing to stop that. You can generally think that if you're pushing it, you can make the fielder make a mistake. They haven't been super impressive in the field, except this guy down here, 13, and the captain Roderick. So if you're one of the batters, you'd notice that and you'd go, we can put the pressure on them, and we need to run here. We need to take the singles and keep the pressure on them. There we go.
That's a beautiful shot.
That's in his arc.
He stood still there and picked that up. It's not going to go. He deserved a boundary for that.
Good chase, good whip.
But really good cricket shot.
Hitting into the wind there would have had a bit of an effect.
But we talked about game awareness before. Running between wickets is another area. If you, it's exciting to see these young fellas, taking those quick singles, using the soft hands, and that's what it's all about. It's an area of the game that, a lot of us don't do all that well. Dave Warner is for me, just a wonderful example of that particular skill. He's obviously a very, very talented batsman, but whether it be a test match, whether it be a T20, whatever, the guy runs hard, and a lot of these young players could take a leaf out of his book, how he goes about his running between wickets and the purpose and intent that he shows with the running between wickets. So
he'd be giving Joe Root a Christmas card this year, wouldn't he? Thank you very much for not picking Stuart Broad, and then for dropping me and then bowling no balls and allowing me to get 94. He played pretty well, but very lucky.
Well, I suppose they say that you need a little bit of luck, but
absolutely.
Again, he certainly played very well too.
94 runs and
But you know, I hope that's what we watch throughout the course of this week. Are these guys really wanting to run, backing up, you know, the basics, and really applying some pressure to the inner ring and obviously running hard to those outer fielders as well, trying to force the error.
9 overs gone in the SEQ innings, 2 for 46. MacArthur to continue from the southern end. These medium paces.
Oh, it's caught on a no ball.
Well, hang on. Yep, no ball's being called. Outstanding catch.
That's
off
that number 13
poor delivery.
Credit to the umpire, called it quickly.
Jaden Santa Catarina, great hands, diving to his left. He got 2 hands to it.
He's been the most impressive fielder out there. Him and obviously the number 1s and the number 3. So that's Bogle and the captain
Roderick. But
they look like they're the guys you wouldn't take a run off.
Full toss, well and truly no ball above waist height. And good call from umpire Noel Cronin from Maryborough.
Beautifully worked, just backward of point region.
Zach Smith's having a bit of a Warner innings too. He's been dropped and out off a no ball, and looks like he's ready to cash in.
Just getting back to that running between wickets, Peter, what I've been impressed with Zach Smith is the amount of length of backing up he's been doing from the non-strikers end, and also not ball watching. He's been having a lot of confidence and faith in his batting partner's calls.
Yep.
As you should.
Yes.
Look, it shouldn't be that hard a skill. It's one of those skills we probably don't reinforce nor practice enough. And, you know, when you see 2 guys out there that run very efficiently between wickets, the amount of runs that they grab, another 5 or 10, maybe 15 over the course of the innings, can make a difference. Just like that.
It's a great run there.
See, that's good cricket. As much as I like seeing the ball disappear the boundary, that gives me as much pleasure. Just watching it drop and run.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? It's just good cricket.
And that will force the fielders to go, this is what they're doing, so they will charge in that little bit harder. Yeah. And then there's that chance of hitting the ball past them because they've come in that bit harder. Nice shot.
These 2 batters are just creating a little bit of momentum here. And they're doing it very, very well. Very well. Boundaries are going to be hard to come by here by the look of it. You know, it's a biggish ground. It's perhaps not running, you know, as well as it would if things were perhaps a little dry. But gee whiz, they're knocking the ball into holes.
Interestingly enough, when I was here this morning and walking around putting the feathers up, there's still a little bit of moisture in the ground.
Yeah.
So even though it looks like a carpet, maybe that's something that's slowing the ball up a bit.
Well, MacArthur, end of his 3rd over, 2 for 12, could quite easily have been 3, albeit the no ball, full toss above waist height caught. But he's finished the over quite well there after a little bit of a disastrous start. 10 overs gone, 2 for 52. Now, what will SEQ be looking at as a total at the halfway point of the innings, gentlemen?
I think if they can get to 130, you know, you're looking at another 70 or 80. So you're looking at them going at 7.5s, 8s for this back end to get 130. I think 130 would be tough to get, to be honest.
I think anything over 120, anything over a runner ball at this level.
Nice shot, straight down the ground, and that will be 4 runs. Well hit, Zach Smith.
If Zach Smith stays in there at 130, will be they'll easily get 130. He's looks all right.
It was interesting before with the free hit. He moved around the crease, and missed it. Yet the 2 balls, he's put one over mid wicket, and that was a great shot down the ground. Still, just hit through the line. Beautiful shot.
Head still.
Yeah.
Roderick, the Wide Bay captain, has immediately reacted to that and dropped the mid-off fielder back to long off.
That's fantastic cricket. He's pumped it down the ground for a boundary, and he's just dropped one on his feet. Quick single.
It's cricket 101, isn't it, Drino?
Yeah, very good cricket. Very good cricket. Intelligent cricket. So
making the most of his opportunities.
Foolish ball. Dropped it square leg.
That's the 2nd drop catch. Oh, wow. Didn't look a difficult chance. Here we
No,
go.
it looked
at
like
the
he
replay.
got
Was
two
the
hands
umpire in the way?
comfortably.
Maybe the umpire
Put him off a little
put
bit,
him
maybe.
Off, I don't know.
This will be a better shot. We got the side. Oh no, we're not going to see that one. The side-on view. But it looked like he got two hands to that comfortably. Here we go. This will be the perfect view. Side-on shot.
It's just dollied up too. It's just
Lofted.
Just snatched it. Just didn't have the hands together.
Got it more in the fingertips rather than in the soft belly of the palm. Oh, a slower ball.
Be a no ball too, yeah.
Yep.
I must say, some of this camera work's impressive.
Outstanding camera work.
Who's ever on the camera, they're doing a great job.
Mr. John Devine.
Gee whiz, that's
that's
a good single
producer.
There. Getting this fella back on strike, who's hitting the ball beautifully. He's got a free hit to play with here. So that was a well orchestrated single.
So if he moves around in his crease this time, will you?
I just want him to stand still.
Will you relay that to him?
No, well, the proof's been there. He's hit two beautiful boundary balls.
You, as a mentor, in the innings break, would you come down and say, "Hey, think about this"? Oh, there you go.
Lofted.
That's 6.
And that could be a maximum. Let's see what's signalled here.
Yeah,
6
6 runs. That's the first 6 of the innings, and Zach Smith's starting to look very settled out there.
He's given himself a little bit of room, but he did that really well. And just...
I thought he was fairly still then.
And the other thing he's doing so well is playing proper cricket shots.
Here we go.
Yeah, bang.
Yeah. Boom.
Look at that. Proper cricket shots.
Yep.
Yeah. And being rewarded for it. It's fantastic to watch.
Didn't try to overhit that either.
No,
just
it
timed it nicely, came off the bat nicely.
No, it's great to watch.
We'll just jump back. Because they'd taken that single, the fielding team on the free hit with a new batsman on strike is allowed to change the fielding positions. If it's the same batsman on strike for the free hit, the fielding captain's not allowed to change any of the fielding positions for a free hit. End of the over. And 2 for 65 after 11 overs, the SEQ Stormers. Smith 42 off 37, Lederhose 5 off 10.
Scouts are here, Queensland Cricket.
Young Bruce Dean. Wide Bay Queensland Talent Identification Manager from Queensland Cricket. Nice shot.
Wow, that's
beach square leg and 4 runs to Lederhose.
This partnership's growing. And there's some very, very good batting.
Just Wide Bay, a few little errors, those full tosses on leg stump, they'll be more often than not getting put away.
So Luke Murray from Maryborough, about an hour down the road from Bundaberg here.
That's better. That's a good comeback.
Yeah. Loosener, that first one, very much a loosener that got hit for 4, and he's back on line for ball number 2, dots it up with a nice little Yorker to Lederhose.
You're right, Matty. The bowlers probably haven't been as tight or consistent as they would have liked, but credit to the SEQ boys. Batting, when they've got the poor ball,
you're right,
they put it away.
Absolutely.
Yep, for sure. Lederhose drives it down to mid-off, picks up a simple single, and gets the in-form Zach Smith back on strike.
And that's a good point you make, Jason. You know, I mean, get him on strike as much as you can now. He's going well. He needs to be down there.
A couple of boundaries off of 50. What a way to start a tournament if you can get there.
It's well bowled again, full.
That full
and straight.
It seems, it seems anything short is
punished,
getting put away. But the full tosses as well, they're putting everything away. And he's got that beautiful cover drive too.
I'm going to suggest he played that. He just opened the blade there and run that.
Look, he's shown that he's got the power, but he's also shown that he's got some soft hands.
Yeah, he's got some good touch.
Smith?
Yep. No, he's looked good. Very good. He deserves a 50 here.
Oh, good ball. How's that, Mr.
All by the
Stumps?
first ball, which is a little over pitch. This over's been a pretty solid over.
They've still got 6 off it, and that
was with 4 off the first rock.
Yep. Which is,
he's come back well. He's come back real well.
He did well. Oof.
A little bit overbalanced there on the front foot.
Just missed the leg stump.
Wide Bay still quite attacking with their field placements in that last over. They still had six fielders plus the keeper and the bowler inside the fielding ring.
Here we go. Roderick's bringing himself back on. He's got 2 left, does he? But he wants to avoid those drag downs. He looks like a handy bowler though, when he gets it right.
He's brought himself back into the attack from the northern end. He opened the bowling at the southern end, none for 11 off 2 overs.
I think something could happen here. They'll go after him, but he's a good bowler. So
once you got a deep cover, a deep long on,
nice start,
and a deep mid.
He's still got 6 inside the ring.
Oh, he's gone.
Out.
That's big wicket. They finally got it.
It seemed to have a little bit of extra bounce. He really bowled that into the wicket. A little bit of extra bounce.
Roderick's given him a tap on the shoulder and said, "Well batted." They must be mates. But that was a big wicket, one that they needed. And now Wide Bay are right back in this. That was the wicket they needed.
It probably got a little bit big on Zach Smith there. And if he had his time over again, I'm sure he would have chosen to play a slightly different shot, but well bowled by Roderick. And another nice, simple, basic catch taken by Finlay Franz from the Harlequins Cricket Club down there in Gympie. And the new batsman to the crease for the SEQ Stormers in shirt number 12. He'll go straight to the strikers, and Michael Lindsay from Ipswich. Quite an Ipswich connection in this SEQ Stormers outfit. So yeah, SEQ looked like they were getting on top. MacArthur got 2 wickets. Then there was a nice partnership. SEQ getting back on top. And Roderick gets another wicket, so just wide delivery. Just brings Wide Bay back into the game. A change of momentum. 2 relatively new batsmen to the crease in the 13th over of the SEQ innings.
Yes, they can get through a couple of tidy overs here. That'll be the difference in that 120, 130. Bring it back maybe to 105, 110, maybe. He's a big lad, this new batsman. I assume he can strike the ball well.
Oh, it's the first run off the bat this over. It's been a good one by Roderick. He's the captain. He's brought himself on. He's got the wicket, the big wicket of Zach Smith. So good change. As the drag down, unable to make anything of it, but a good over. Three for 73 after 13. Run rate 5.62, so they're right on that. 115, 120 if they keep going at this rate, but with 7 in the sheds. I don't know much about the SEQ side yet. This is the first game of the tournament, but we'll find out if they bat deep, if they can get a few away.
Change of bowler at the southern end for the Wide Bay Flames. Coming into the attack will be Joey Steinhardt from Kingaroy.
Young left-hander. I omitted a couple in the warm-up to him. He goes quite well, young fella.
Well, bowling left arm over the wicket from that end. He should be tailing the ball into the left-handed batsman that's on strike, being Lindsay.
Lefty.
Oh, full toss. Oh, gee whiz. Didn't have control of that shot. And
it's been a nervous start from Lindsay.
Without being disrespectful to Joey Steinhardt, he is probably the smallest fella in the wide base side, and if it had probably been any other person bowling that delivery, it was probably out, caught and bowled. Oh, full toss, no ball, and we will see a free hit here, I'm sure. There we go. Signal by umpire Noel Cronin. Free hit. Might find out what Michael Lindsay's hitting capabilities are here. Big boy that he is. Smash through square leg, and that is a boundary that went at speed.
As a new batsman, getting a free hit's a bit of a gift, isn't it? It's a bit of a gift.
He looked nervous too, and he's just kind of been let off the hook a bit there, hasn't he? Good comeback.
That's what you want. Dotted up after being hit by being hit for a 4 off the free hit. Mind you, if Steinhardt had taken that catch, it would have been negated anyway by the fact that it was a no ball.
It's in the air, just past the outstretched left hand there of Santa Catarina, who's a decent fielder.
Good effort.
Just
diving effort to the left.
Just a bit wide, was it? Let's have a look.
Did he get a touch on it?
Don't think so.
Will the fines committee be involved?
Oh.
No.
Tough chance.
Could he have done more? Could he have committed a bit more? It's easy sitting up here, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it?
So here we go. Here we go. He sees it. He sees it.
Oh, how is that? Must have hit it.
Look, he's been solid in the field, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's had a pretty good day in the field.
Tell you who else is having a good day in the field, and that's John Devine up there. That was some brilliant camera work.
Well bowled again. This young fella's come back. A shaky start, but he's finished off the over well there.
None for 7 off his first over. I would think he has done enough to get over number 2. 14 overs completed in the SEQ Stormers innings, 3 for 80. Still on track for around that total of approximately 120.
Yeah.
Quick drink for the batters from the 12th.
Skipper's worked his bowlers pretty well. He's moved them around.
So he's bowling himself out here.
Look, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
He bowled a reasonable over last. He's bowling to a lefty. He's turning away to the lefty. He got the key wicket in that previous over.
And they'll be starting to go. There's only 6 overs to go, and putting 120 on the scoreboard, might not be enough. You wouldn't feel like it's enough.
He's really bowling into the pitch, and
be competitive though.
The batsmen seem to have a little bit of trouble getting it away when he bowls into the pitch.
There we go.
He's got his field set well for that particular shot. Will only be a single to Lederhose. And that brings Lindsay on to strike.
Oh, it's gone. Beautiful.
Gee, that is a good bit of bowling and a good bit of keeping.
You like that keeping?
Well, look, any stumping's a tremendous stumping, I think, but it looked pretty straightforward, to be honest. But it was obviously a very fine piece of bowling.
Corey Pope would have been very disappointed himself if he very, very cool under minimal pressure there.
I'm going to give the captain credit here for having that extra over. A couple of lefties in.
I think tactically a really good play. And look, it's easy to sit here after he's got the wicket, but the previous over would suggest he should have had that other that next over that he's having now, and he shifted another lefty. So I'm going to give the captain a rap here. Tactically very good.
Yeah, the new batsman to the crease for the SEQ Stormers, who'll go straight to the striker's end in shirt number 8, Neil Everts. Everts, a name synonymous with cricket within Queensland circles. Kim Everts, have played a lot of cricket for Souths in Brisbane, hails from the Mackay area, and these guys are related, I believe. Might be
their
nephews.
Uncle, yeah.
Nephews. Nephews of Kim Everts.
He's got his sons down in Brisbane as well. I'm not sure whether still Ipswich or not, but very, very strong cricketing family. And Dougie was a tremendous player.
He played a good ball. Played a few games for Queensland, Kim Everts.
Yep.
Yes.
He was
plenty
up here with the Youth Cup, maybe last year. I'm pretty sure he was with Mackay last year.
And he's done a lot of work up there in the Mackay Region 4. They had an academy running and whatnot, and he was in charge of that. He's done a lot of work for cricket in and around that region.
It's such a great resource when these guys that have played at the top level go back to their regions. And wow, great over Roderick. He's 1 for 1.
What's he? That's his end of his 4.
Yep, 2 for 14, and
that's a good set.
Leading from the front, the captain there. And they were important wickets, the last couple, because you get new batters coming in here in the 15th, 16th over when they need to be getting on with it, and there's no set batsman in there, then it's harder to launch. And
SEQ Stormers Bulls Masters mentor Brendan Creevy sitting in the grandstand looking very, very relaxed.
His shift is up in 2 minutes too.
I'm not sure I've seen Creeves looking anything different to that, but anyway, he'll be on the mic in the second innings. He'll take over.
Steinhardt in, left arm over the wickets. Well bowled.
How was that missed?
Yeah, he's getting into his spell now after a couple of looked like nervous balls up front. He's bowled very well, young man.
Very open stance from Lederhose, pushes across the crease.
Edge and misfielded.
Commentator's curse, we've been giving Santa Catarina some massive raps, and he has had a fantastic day in the field. Everyone's allowed the odd misfield.
It might have just been that one that bounced right in front of him and turned square. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Shorter ball from Steinhardt. Batsmen comfortably get through for a single. Good running between wickets.
Win or lose here, the Wide Bay boys, I'm sure, will talk about later on how the fielding, early on in the tournament here, they'll probably look to make some adjustments in the fielding, because they've let a few go through, grassed a few. We all drop catches, don't we? You know what I mean? But fielding's such a massive part of the game, particularly a shorter version.
Is it something that you can change in a short period of time, Drino? Peter Drennan, the mentor.
Look, they always say that fielding's an attitude, and it's not to say these guys well run. That's a tremendous run again. Just dropped it in short there on the onside and taking a quick single, an easy single. Look, they say fielding's all about an attitude and individual responsibility. By no means these guys have fielded poorly, not at all. But there's just, the margins are usually small in this format, and there'll be areas that I'm sure they'll talk about that they can probably do a little bit better tomorrow, whether it be the 50 or good fielding. It obviously keeps the pressure on the batters, and regardless of the format.
And at the end of the day, if you're winning or losing by a margin of around 20 runs, there's 20 runs, you look at that and go, well, there's probably 10 runs in the field at least you could have saved, and there's probably another 10 runs when you were batting that you could have got with your running between wickets.
Yep, that's it.
And there it is, it's down to the wire then, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Well bowled. Well bowled. Steinhardt.
Yeah, good call from the top end there too.
So you find that if you draw attention to it, you generally get a response with fielding. So okay, look, this is.
Oh, look, I think these guys out there will know better than us in here. You know, I don't like making excuses or cutting them any slack, but you know, is it a little challenging on that field out there? I don't know, but if they come back off the field at the end of the day and they review their performance and they suggest that they'd like to be better in the field, well, that's all that really needs to be said.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They own it, and I'm sure these guys will come across and discuss that. You know, by no means have they been poor in the field, not at all.
No.
But if they can make those few adjustments and those extra 5-10 runs that we're talking about, could be the difference.
Tommy Curran from Mergen back into the attack for the Wide Bay Flames from the northern end to bowl his right arm medium paces.
Oh, that's.
Gee, look, that's
where he didn't want to be hit, I think, and. Also, yeah,
he's done sensationally well. The non-striker has no sympathy for the batsman in that instance, and he has had to pull out the big ones, so to speak, to get to the other end, and he's now down on his haunches, sucking in the big ones.
Yep, it's hit him in the lower abdomen area.
You're right. There's no sympathy from the other. There's no sympathy from the other end. He's calling for a drink.
Yeah, he's calling for that. He's not. He hasn't gone down to check on his teammate.
He's just called for a drink. That's quality. But hey, credit to his mate. He's responded to the call as best he could. He was in duress there, and is that the right word? I'm not sure, but he was in discomfort, and he's trusted his partner's call, and he took the run. So
120 is going to be hard to get from here.
So there's still 4.5 to go.
Well, no, there's 3.
3.5.
3.5 to go.
I'm looking at the scoreboard here. Look at the scoreboard. Sorry, a bit
so
behind.
16. So they need 31 off 3.5.
Yeah, six runs and over. It's quite possible.
The only person that's really scored at that has been Zach Smith.
Look, wickets are still in their favour. They've still got six available to them. And in that respect, they've managed this batting performance pretty well.
Curran digs that one in. Through to the keeper, play and miss, going for the big square cut. Was Everts, Neil Everts.
This guy looks a little sharper. He's getting onto the batsman a little quicker than perhaps we think.
Are we looking at only 2 outfielders at the moment? Deep mid-wicket and the deep fine leg. Oh, plays and misses does Everts. Yes, well bowled. Curran.
Well, it's interesting, Jason, something I was referring to earlier on in the innings. But look, again, the skipper may feel that the game warrants this pretty aggressive field, and he's going to squeeze for a bit longer.
He's backing his bowler.
Yep.
And Curran's delivering the goods at this stage. Plays and misses again. That will be frustrating to the batsman, but people watching cricket will go, oh, you know, the batsman's not hitting that. But as a coach of the fielding team of the field, you're just loving those dot balls at this time of the innings, aren't you?
Absolutely. And the non-strikers just got to get down there and say to him, mate, just get across, get some bat on it, run through. Let's just turn the strike over. They can't be having dot balls at this time of the year.
Something's going to happen here. The pressure's going to have got to the batsman. What's he going to do? Nice shot. Takes a single. Well played. Kept his head. It's only 2 runs off this over thus far.
The pressure is on Lederhose here to sort of get a boundary, really.
Well, he's the one that's been in the longest. He's the one that's got the feel for the pitch, for the wicket, mind you. He's probably still struggling a little bit from getting hit by Curran earlier. Ooh, let him off the hook. He's tried to dig that one in. Leg side wide.
Take them all day, wouldn't you? If you're SEQ.
Yeah, Lederhose. Still suffering a little bit out there. Not 100% comfortable. Curran's in.
Moved across.
Bowls. Nice shot, just works it behind point.
That could be...
They'll get a comfortable 2. If they ran a little bit harder, they should have got a 3 there. They were a little bit lazy on that second one, particularly Evans.
There's a fair bit of ball watching, Jace.
Yes.
And you're 100% right. I think there was certainly 3.
He looks
in that.
Still in a bit of discomfort.
But that could be the issue as well. Whilst there's not 3 there,
he's going down.
One of them's labouring still.
Well, Leader Hose might have only made the call. We're only doing 2. We're only doing 2, my friend.
Yeah, he's still. They need him. I reckon if they're any chance of getting 120, Leader Hose has to stay in and has to hit a few.
So we've got 3 left. The scoreboard's caught up.
3 left.
So nice over there from Curran. And Bogue's back into the attack. None for 18 off 2.
They'd take 120 from here, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
And
this
runs on the board, pressure on the batting side, team batting second, and you know, with that, with 120, you're very defendable. And your fielders would be up and about. Everyone would be like, right, we've got to stop every run, and yeah, it's game on. Be a fun chase.
It'll be a good chase. 120 will be a good chase.
I've got a feeling this Wide Bay team might be pretty decent, so we'll find out.
Well, we're looking for a cracking game of cricket with Wide Bay winning off the last ball. There you go.
Yeah. Coming from Peter Drinnan, the Wide Bay mentor. Wait, so you were born in Bundy, Pete?
Yeah, born and bred in Bundy, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's not Bogue. Roderick is the captain. As James
that
is
out.
And
Everts.
Santa Catarina has brought about a wicket at a very, very timely part of the innings for the Wide Bay side. Nice catch.
He's going up for the
mid-on.
The football mark there, taking it in the air with his knees up.
Tommy Curran. Nice catch at mid-on. Dismisses Neil Everts. Leader Hose still there. And the new batsman to the crease in shirt number 7. He'll be going to the striker's end.
Ben Naish, is it?
Ben Naish from Ipswich. Right-hander. So once again, that wicket keeps Wide Bay in the game, and the momentum has probably just swung back to them a little bit in some respects.
No, it's another dot ball too. Gets another batsman in who's got to start again.
Nice
And
shot.
That's a great start by
points,
Naish.
And dives and misses, and that's 4 runs to Ben Naish off the first delivery he received from Santa Catarina.
Yeah, he's done well. I thought it was actually a Yorker, but somehow he's managed to get enough bat on it to squeeze that backward a point.
What do you call that shot? A square, backward a square drive?
Yep.
A hardy thick edge, I don't know.
The bowler was a bit unlucky there, to be honest.
Yeah. Good.
Well bowled.
And
awesome running between wickets.
Great running, that's right.
Hit a boundary and then get a single, get off strike.
Is
and
that
get
a no ball?
No. I see what you're talking about, because the umpire still had his arm out there.
Well, he was looking this way too, so he wasn't looking at these guys, so I don't know who he's talking to, but anyway, it doesn't look like it was a no ball. But
Leader Hose on strike to Santa Catarina. Roderick still getting his field right for this particular delivery.
So interesting, they've still got
skipper of the Wide Bay side.
The entire field in, even in these final 3 overs when they're going to be going for it. And
nicely bowled. Just pick up the 1 run, which is a win to the fielding side at this point of an innings. Fine leg on the boundary, deep mid wicket on the boundary, third man on the boundary, and we get a dot ball. Ben Naish. There's an art to this death bowling too, isn't there, gentlemen? Bowling in and around these last 5 overs. You just can't run in and bowl anything, can you? There's a little bit of thought's got to go into it from the bowler's perspective. Oh, full toss, and hasn't taken advantage of that. Oh, hang on. Has he called that no ball?
Yeah, that's a no ball.
No ball. I thought he had his hand out, and it's going to be a free hit.
No, you're right, Jason. You know, I mean, the back end overs, there'll certainly be some players identified that will probably take on that task, that role. Variance of pace is a big one, isn't it? The bowlers talk about. I'm not from a bowling background, but that's certainly a key weapon that they use.
So one of the
wide delivery called. He sort of gave himself up there as soon as he bowled. Jaden spun around to look at the umpire, and the umpire signalled wide, so this ball will still be a free hit. Smart work from the batsman on strike there in Naish. He didn't try to hit the wide delivery, let it go through to the keeper, and hoping that he'll get something in his wheelhouse on this particular delivery.
So I've just got a message here, Damien Hurd, obviously a Southeast Queensland supporter, saying that some of the SEQ lads have played tabs for a few different teams, Wynnum, Ipswich, Redlands. So they're...
You find a lot of these guys... Oh, over. Sorry. 18 overs gone. 5 for 101. Yeah, you find a number of these guys that in the SEQ side, and probably a couple of the other sides, have that dual registration set up, so they go and play a bit of cricket in Brisbane for some of the Premier League clubs, but they also have those country roots.
They double up and they play for their Logan or their... which allows them to be available for this Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
Stuart MacArthur, change of ends for him. He's back in the attack for Wide Bay to bowl his right arm medium paces around the wicket. And
good.
On the money from ball 1. He bowled a few Yorkers in his first spell too, from memory.
Yeah, well, he got the wicket, didn't he?
Well, he's on that hat-trick.
So 11 balls to go, 5 for 101. They need a single off every ball here, at least.
Nice shot.
That's it. Run, just run.
Oh, good backing up. Nice piece of fielding. Good cricket all round. Well bowled. Good shot. Good fielding. Good running. Good backing up. All the coaches will be happy. MacArthur coming back over the wicket. In bowling to Ben Naish. And they slip through for another quick single to mid-off.
I think something's been pleasing, correct me if I'm wrong here, but generally I feel that the Wide Bay boys have looked to bowl pretty full and have bowled pretty full. And I think that's good.
Yeah.
At least you're looking for the batter to hit you pretty straight, set pretty straight fields. And remember in the early overs, the SEQ guys did capitalise on those bad balls, those shorter balls. And I think generally towards the back end here, they've bowled quite full. I think they've got the rewards for that.
I agree, Drino. I think that...
Change of pace there, I think.
Hit over square leg, racing out towards the square leg boundary. Will it get hauled in? Just gets hauled in.
They've run 3. That's
and
good
the
running.
batsmen have come back for 3 runs. MacArthur probably let the batters off the hook there with that particular delivery. It was easy to get under and over the infield. Last ball of the over.
And he's done well again. And if he hits, he's gone. Yep.
That's a good piece of fielding.
Great piece of fielding from Steinhardt. Joey Steinhardt in the number 14 shirt for Wide Bay from the Kingaroy. Not sure which club he plays for in Kingaroy. If it's Kingaroy Services or Warriors.
And nothing wrong with what the SEQ boys are doing there. They've got to run. They've got people in the sheds. They're probably a few short of what they should be, and every run counts. And the Wide Bay boys have missed a few, so keep the pressure on. Good throw then, though.
Just wondering, do we get another replay of that? Just want to see how far short of his ground was he at that particular point. Have we got it? Here we go.
No, we.
Oh, yeah.
6 inches.
Half a metre.
Yeah, good decision from umpire Gordon Fredericks from Bundaberg via Sydney.
Was that a no ball?
I wasn't actually looking at that. Your eagle eyes, Matthew Hogan, I'm sure.
Maybe, it might not have been. It was pretty close, I thought.
Mind you, there was a few no balls missed in the test match, wasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah, run out on a no ball anyway.
Correct. So, final over of the SEQ Stormers innings coming up.
Nice full ball again. I've got to run 2 there. Yep, easy.
Caden Carriswell, new batsman to the crease in shirt number 9 for the SEQ Stormers from the Logan Cricket Club. There's the new batsman to the crease.
Oh, beautiful place to score runs down there.
Ned Jenner at third man runs around. They're coming back for the second. Ill-directed throw makes the second run quite easy to complete by Carriswell. Santa Catarina into bowl, bangs it in. Defensive shot towards backward point. They sneak through for a single.
So 3 balls to go. 6 for 111.
Leader hose back on strike. The left-handed leader hose. Coming around the wicket. Leader hose pushes across the crease. Wide ball called by...
And that's 4.
Umpire Noel Cronin, so that'll be 5 wides.
And all of a sudden, 120's back on.
Yes. Yep.
That hadn't been too many sundries. That's a hurt. That's one hurt.
I wonder whether the batsman put him off there, but batsman walked across the crease slightly there. Whether that caused the error from the bowler, I don't know. But
well, as a bowler, you don't want the batsman moving. You know, that does play with your mind, doesn't it? Does it again, pushes across, squeezes it out past square leg. Fielders race around, comfortably cut off the boundary, but the batsmen comfortably get back for 2 runs. And there'll be 2 deliveries, 2 legal deliveries left in this over.
I think the SEQ boys have done well here. They have, there's been no sort of clutch of wickets lost. They've had a couple of steady partnerships throughout.
And they're running. That's good running. Yes.
And they're going to get their 120.
They're going to get 120.
They are going to get 120. And
Buys.
I think they've done well. First,
it's going to be a tough to chase.
It's going to be a tough chase. Absolutely, you've got to get runs on the board, and they've done it pretty well. Their running in general has been pretty good, pretty positive, and I'd be interested to know what they would have been happy to take at the start, but they've got 120 on the board. So
13 so far off this final over.
Santa Catarina comes back over the wicket. Wicketkeeper Corey Pope has discarded the right glove, thrown it down near the helmet. Indoor cricket style. Shoot, misses.
120.
120.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that was the total that we kept talking about. That was well and truly within reach. And at one point, it looked like they were going to fall short, but probably a little bit of ill discipline in the last couple of overs from the Wide Bay Flames has enabled the SEQ Stormers to post a very competitive 6 for 120 off their 20 overs, Peter Drinnan.
Yeah, look, I think, to be honest, I think it's going to be a challenging chase. As I said, I thought the SEQ boys batted well there. They, to a large degree of that innings had control of it. Really nice knock through that middle phase of 47, I think.
From Zach Smith?
From Zach. He batted beautifully, and I think he was supported really well. And it's interesting, I was looking at the scorecard before the rate of scoring. Their strike rates were generally pretty good throughout, all the boys. So, they played very positively. And I'm going to be, really interested to see how Wide Bay take on this chase. Very, very gettable chase, but again, they've got to be positive right from the outset and throughout, for that matter, to score at sixes. It's going to be a good challenge.
And they've got to get those couple of partnerships rolling, like the SEQ boys did, to put them in with a chance of scoring that 121 runs for victory in whatever over it takes.
The other thing worth noting is the SEQ boys started off quite steady. Their first 3 overs, I think they only went for about 8 or 10 runs.
Yeah, they didn't go berserk in the power play, did they?
No. So, no, I think, as I said, after those first 3 overs, they've come back and batted nicely.
Okay, well, we'll wrap it up here at Solder Oval for the time being. In approximately 10 minutes' time, we'll be back for the second half of this match to see how the Wide Bay Flames go in chasing down 121 runs for victory against the SEQ Stormers. Bye for now.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick and the Darling Downs.
Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast.
Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Babinda banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe? You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers. So make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new Click and Collect service. Just tap to order items online, and it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and Collect. Try it today.
Hey Horry and Mocko, can we have some tips?
Mocha, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. You get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana. Good, good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick and the Darling Downs.
Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast.
Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Brisbane banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe? You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers, so make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Hey Horry and Mocko, can we have some tips?
Mocha, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. You get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana. Good, good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick and the Darling Downs. Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast. Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Brisbane banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe?
You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers, so make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online. And it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Hey, Horry and Mocko, can we have some tips?
Mocha, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. You get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana. Good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick in the Darling Downs. Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast. Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Brisbane banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe? You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers. So make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
And welcome back everybody to Salter Oval at Bundaberg for the second half of our opening match in the Bulls Masters Under-16 Youth Cup. We have the Wide Bay Flames up against the South East Queensland Stormers. South East Queensland Stormers won the toss and they elected to bat, and they posted 120 runs on the board, which Wide Bay have just started their chase in pursuit of 121 runs for victory. And joining me in commentary, Bulls Masters mentor for the SEQ Stormers, Brendan Creevy. How are you, Creeves?
Going well, thank you. It's great to be back up here at Bundaberg again for this carnival, and also being with the SEQ boys this year. It's they've got off to a good start. 120 is a very a good total, so a very tough total to get. The Wide Bay Flames will have to get off to a good start here, as James McClure leading the attack.
Who impressed you for the SEQ Stormers with their batting?
Look, overall, I think there's we had quite a number of the boys that did their job. So Zach certainly led the way at the top of the order.
Zach Smith.
Yeah.
It's good.
And look, even where we young Harrison, who batted out the innings, he copped a knock there, which has hurt him a little bit, but yeah, he seemed okay in the end there. So he's taken his place in the field for us. The making comment about my words of wisdom was go for it, boys, and they're certainly going out and doing that. Big hit here.
Straight down the ground. Didn't quite get all of it. It's might get hauled in here. Just well fielded. The batsman will come back for a comfortable 3 runs. The last ball of the over to get the innings underway. So yeah, look, from the start, we were talking that 120 was going to be the total that you guys as the SEQ Stormers would have been looking at. And at one stage, it looked like you were going to fall short of that. But the last couple of overs, through some good batting and a little bit of wayward bowling from the Wide Bay boys, allowed you to establish that 120 total, which, as you've already said, it's a good solid total, and it's going to create quite a target for the Wide Bay Flames to chase, and it should be a good match.
Look, 120 is going to be, the conditions are perfect. Pitch is in really good nick, the ball's coming on nicely, lovely fast outfield, nice breeze coming across, so this Caden here opening the bowling at the second over here, he'll have a good outswinging breeze for him. At the moment, we have a fine leg in place, and we've got a sweeper out for cover. Bit interesting. I mean, especially if he bowls a bit of outswing, the outside edge might come into play here. So the third man may have been a better option, but certainly backing himself here.
So the opening bats for the Wide Bay Flames on strike, Corey Pope from across the Waves Cricket Club here in Bundaberg. Wicketkeeper for the Wide Bay side, and at the non-strikers end, Ned Jenner from the North Cricket Club here in Bundaberg, and he is in shirt number 12 for Ned and number 4 for Corey Pope.
I was watching the warm-up. I always like to watch the opposition warm up when they're batting. Ned was giving the ball a mighty whack. So if he gets an opportunity to release the arms a little bit, there might be some big hits coming that way.
He's played a little bit of grade cricket, senior grade cricket for Norths, along with his under-16 commitment. So he is familiar with playing out here on Field 1 of Salter Oval. He's also, both of these boys have been involved with the Wide Bay Lord Taverners team that played in the Tavs competition, which obviously involves the Brisbane Premier League clubs, and they got to play against a number of the under-16 Brisbane-based players, both in Brisbane and also up here in the Wide Bay region. And there was also no ball called by umpire Noel Cronin, and a number of these boys in the SEQ Stormers side also played in the Tavs competition.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of experience there, and we were saying in the warm-ups, because I've only got to speak to most of them. I've seen a few of them in clinics leading up to this, but certainly getting to speak with a few of them before, that they've been playing together now for quite a number of years, because obviously in these sorts of carnivals leading up through all the ages, so they get to know each other really well. So here we go, no ball hit, free hit.
Not taken advantage of, hit straight to the mid-on fielder by Corey Pope, and Carswell gets away with a dot ball on the free hit.
I don't know how excited I am about introducing the free hit into the youth cricket in that, because the boys, even though sometimes they get away with the big hits, and they do it in the BBL or the international stuff, so yeah, obviously it's going to come through to this, but the boys just lose their shape so often, and more than often it's a dot ball.
So what's your call on the free hit delivery? What do you think is the ideal delivery for a free hit delivery?
It's still the Yorker is still the best ball to bowl as a bowler. I know that as a batsman you're looking to hit the ball wherever you can get contact on it, but you should be thinking about certain zones that you want to target. So hitting with the wind, keeping your head still, and plant your base.
And that's what Zach Smith did so well, actually. There's a couple of times he got a couple of free hits and kept his head nice and still and took advantage of the free hits. And
that's like, bottom line is you have to get bat on ball, you know, so keeping your head as still as possible and making contact is number one priority for them. So too often you see them swinging wildly and trying to hit the ball, you know, out of the park every time when...
Yeah, that get down leg side, that one.
Must have gone in between.
Got away with one there, Cariswell. So over completed, Caden Cariswell. Let's have a look at this.
Between the pads.
Between the legs. Yes. That's unusual.
Yeah.
It's a bit village. So Cariswell, none for one off his first over, and the only run that no runs off the bat. It was just a no ball. So Wide Bay after 2 overs, none for 4. Target 121 runs. McClure to continue from the northern end. James McClure from Beaudesert. Wearing number 6, Beaudesert. Geez, they've been one of those towns that has been in the firing line of, nice lofted shot down to long on. And they complete a single. Beaudesert, one of those towns that's been in the firing line, a lot of those storms.
Yeah.
In the SEQ corner.
It's certainly been a prolific supporter of the SEQ sides, though. So they've often had representatives playing the SEQ. So my son was one of them coming through the ranks, played for Beaudesert. So lovely club out there.
McClure drops that one a little
Lovely
bit short.
shot.
Awesome shot from Corey Pope. Leaned back, pushed it through just in front of point. They pick up 2 runs. Nice arm.
It's a big boundary out that way too, you know. And I think the SEQ boys were fell foul a little bit of it. You know, they hit the ball and they thought they're going to get 4, and they just didn't run hard enough. Where they could have got 3, they only got a 2. So it's a very big boundary out there, and so often you can come back on the arm as well.
Well, you're hitting into the wind there too. Ooh, lost his shape there, Corey Pope. Hitting into the wind out towards to Calvin Street boundary on that side of the field, as you mentioned, Crease. But it's interesting. Obviously, you were down with the SEQ boys during their batting innings, and it was one of the topics of conversation that we had up here with Drino about that running between wicket stuff that you've just mentioned. Yes.
Yep. One of the things that, especially in this.
Clocked, and is that going to be maximum 6? Awesome shot there.
That's
Corey
a big
Pope.
hit.
That's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
And he's timed that well. It's not only cleared the boundary, but it's cleared the white picket fence as well.
There's a man down there as well. He took him on, backed his strength there. So that's a great hit, considering the circumstances as well.
Well, Harrison Lederhose, he was right in line with it. He was lining himself up for the catch, and then all of a sudden it just got big on him. McClure in, drags that one down and through the gap at mid-wicket. And Corey Pope will come back for 2 runs quite comfortably. He's really farming the strike, Corey Pope. Ned Jennis faced 1 delivery in the first 3 overs.
You don't mind if you're sitting at the non-strikers then, as long as your partner's going hard. And Corey looks like he's getting a wriggle on now. He's finding the middle of the bat a little bit more.
best place to watch cricket from, other than the umpire's positions, the non-strikers end, isn't it?
That's right.
If you're batting. And you can't get out from down there, in theory. Dot ball to finish with. Kindly let through to the keeper by Corey Pope. And that completes McClure's second over. None for 14. And the Wide Bay Flames in pursuit of 121 after 3 overs. None for 15. Ned General finally get a little bit more strike at the start of this over.
So, so when we're talking about the batting, and generally we look at try to do as much basics as possible and try to reinforce the idea of bat on ball. You don't have to hit 6s or 4s, but the idea is to get a run off every ball. You're looking at 36 balls in that first power play. You talk to the kids about what they realistically think would be how many dot balls they want out of that 36. And our boys said, let's aim for 10 as a goal for us. Only have 10 when we're batting. In the end, we end up having 22. So we still made 32 out of the 6.
Oh, okay, righto.
So they still did all right.
Yes.
32 runs off our power play, but 22 of those were dots. So that's something that we want to try to improve moving forward. And I'm certain the Wide Bay boys, they look to be making good contact with the ball, but early doors, especially in the last over there from the second over, from Carswell, there was opportunities for singles that just weren't taken. So,
Peter Drinnan did make comment about the SEQ Stormers boys in the power play. They were just nice and steady.
Yep.
They didn't try to overhit. They didn't try to smash the ball. They just tried to take the runs on offer without going berserk. And there is the breakthrough that the SEQ Stormers really, really wanted after a reasonable start. 17 runs off 3.2 overs. Ned Jenner bowled by Caden Carswell.
Lifted his head a little bit there, and probably a bit of a victim for being starved of the strike. Watching the replay here, full and straight.
Jenner obviously very disappointed. Trudges off to the dressing room very slowly.
Taking out the top of leg stump there. We might have a word to those umpires, see if they can go on the other side for us.
Yes.
But look, that's great bowling. Full and straight is, and the bowling plans were exactly that. Let's target the stumps, and then when the spinners come on, let's bowl the ball into the wicket, but still nice and flat.
Not sure if they'll be kind to your request there, because it would mean that they're looking directly into the western sun.
Look, I'm just trying to look out for the viewers at home.
Yes, yes. So the new batsman to the crease for the Wide Bay Flames in shirt number 3 will be the skipper of the Wide Bay Flames, Nathan Roderick from the Mergen Cricket Club out there in the South Burnett.
Don't know much about Nathan, but certainly a taller bloke, taller young fella.
Carswell in, full delivery, on the mark, on the money, dot ball, got to be happy with that.
Bit more pace too, just quietly, and that generally happens when you get a wicket. The wheels get pumped up a little bit more, and especially the clean bowl. So,
spring in the step.
Yeah, spring in the step. We've got a couple of coach and manager, Max Christensen and Luke Coco, both from Ipswich Grammar up down there in Brisbane. They'll be taking note as well of some of the tactics here from the Wide Bay, because we play them again later in the carnival.
Oh, he bangs that one a little bit short. He's probably got away with that one there. Roderick plays and misses. Square cut, outside off stump, through to the keeper for a dot ball. Yeah, the dot ball theory. Remember talking about this for the T20 Country Challenge for the Men's Open, and a lot of the talk is when you're bowling you want to get 30 or more dot balls, and when you're batting you want to get less than 30 across your 20 overs.
And yes, for the men's, I know that's for the BBL. That's their goal.
Yep.
But
it's got to be adjusted for these
reality.
Yes.
The kids, and when you start talking to them in the lead up to this, they're saying, "Oh, yeah, let's only have 2 dot balls when we're batting." For the first 6, and then maybe 10 for the whole. But reality is, they generally lose about 8 wickets, so there's 8 dot balls already. It's just it's a tough thing for them to understand and comprehend.
Yeah.
But the idea is have those conversations to get the thought in their head.
Wide delivery from Cariswell on what should have been the final ball of the over.
So it's just getting the kids' mindset, the boys' mindset that rotate the strike, get to the other end, because you don't have to hit 4s or 6s in these games. Well, SEQ Stormers scoring 120 is equivalent to a run of ball. So drop and run.
Zach Smith did that really well.
He did.
He hit some boundaries and then a conscious effort to get off strike the next ball, take a single. Good running.
Like the zing bales flying there, but very good running, wasn't it? Good commitment.
Completes the over from Cariswell, Caden Cariswell. From the Logan Cricket Club. 4 overs down in the Wide Bay Flames innings, 1 for 19. Corey Pope, 13 off 18. Nathan Roderick, just the single off the 4 deliveries that he has faced.
So Corey here is an interesting choice to continue going at it while there's only the 2 out in that power play, or although not on strike here, but does he continue the onslaught? But with 1 wicket down, I think it's certainly wise to try to get that run rate up a little bit. But again, back to the basics.
So
bat on ball.
Change of bowler for the SEQ Stormers coming into the attack. Number 12, Michael Lindsay. He's not short on size, is he?
No,
he's a good build of a lad.
Yeah, normally from far north Queensland, up in Cairns there, but has moved down to IGS, I believe, as a border. Not a good start with the no ball.
Called the no ball there. Yep. Umpire Gordon Fredericks hangs out the right wing, no ball, and signals free hit.
Pressure immediately on the bowler now. Start of your carnival, really. The first ball is no ball, free hit. What better way though for Roderick to have the opportunity to get his eye in.
Fielding team can't change the field, and he has smacked that a square drive, Roderick, through the covers. Not a classic cover drive, and great running between wickets, 3 runs.
Wasn't a great bit of running there. I thought Ben Nash did well to field that. Very quick to the ball, but
quick release throw.
So often the boys don't realise they can get a run on the arm. They came back for a good 3 there.
And he would have been throwing with the breeze, so the batsmen have backed each other there on their calls.
Yep.
Not a lot of ball watching going on, or ball watching being done at the right times.
Yes.
Oh, dead ball. Michael Lindsay not happy with his run up.
Change of the field.
Might have been the skipper yelled out to him, hey?
Bringing up backward square.
And they push back. Deep
sweeper.
Point. Yep, sweeper on the cover point boundary. Third man, very fine third man. Lofted by Pope, and that will be 4 runs to the long on boundary by Corey Pope. Another confident shot. Corey Pope, 2 boundaries, 1 maximum, 1-4 down the ground. See ball, hit ball, swung through that nicely. Great camera work there, John Devine. Batting out of his crease.
Making something happen is always the challenge there for the boys. So Pope seeing that, taking that opportunity, while there's only the 2 out. Not happy with something here.
They've left the long-on fielder back and they've brought third man up into the circle. And they've kept the sweeper out in the cover point boundary. And there we have that example, classic example of cricket 101. You hit a boundary and the next ball, look to get a single, get off strike, get to the other end so you can't get out.
Smart batting, isn't it? Smart batting. So, batting really well here, Pope.
So Lindsay, a little bit expensive to start his over off. Can he haul it back in? Drops that one short. Roderick, all shy at the stumps, but he was obviously home. Roderick defends that one. Actually, similar sort of scenario. I was here watching a Wide Bay Sunshine Coast Taverners game earlier in the season. Can't remember who the batsman was, but more or less defended it to a sort of a short cover position. He backed up, the batsman did. When he saw there was no runs, he turned around but casually wandered back into the crease. In the meantime, the short covers pinged at the stumps and run him out.
Wow.
Yeah. Just assumed that the cover fieldsman would throw the ball either to the keeper or back to the bowler. And he pinged at the stumps, and well, he had his back turned and run the Wide Bay player out. Smart cricket from the Sunshine Coast fielder.
Yeah.
Good game awareness. Good shot, Roderick. Knocks it for one down towards mid-on, and the mid-wicket fielder comes across.
I'd like to get out of his over here, Michael. Finish this with a dot ball or a wicket, ideally. It's been a bit of an up and down start for him, but full faith he'll come back after this. Great finish there.
They're still going to sneak a single there. Good soft hands from Pope. Didn't try to overhit it. Placed it nicely. Michael Lindsay probably be a little bit disappointed. His first over going for 11 runs. It'd be interesting to see if Captain James McClure brings him back for a second over. 5 overs gone. 1 for 30.
Yeah, I've got no doubt he'll get another over. He's a very good bowler, Michaels, and very strong as big lad. He's strong, gets through the crease and hits the bat hard. So I've got no doubt. Maybe a bit of nerves in that first one, which the kids are allowed to have, obviously.
Absolutely.
I think that's still Caden
Yes.
as well.
Yep. Caden just getting his field right. He's got a deep mid-wicket. Deep cover and a deep long off. And that is being pumped down to fine leg. A full bunger. And Corey Pope hits a nice boundary for 4 runs down there. Takes full advantage of that leg side full toss. Here we go. Definitely not a no ball, unlike a lot of the no balls that were in the test match at the Gabba.
That's right.
Weren't called.
It's a bit always, and yes, it was a bad ball to start his over though from Caden, but it's a bit of a risk sometimes. The trend is to bowl only 1 or possibly 2 overs, but to bowl 3 in the power play, the batters get used to your bowling, and you get a bit more attractive there to hit the ball or to go for the shots then. So that's why they change it up a little bit, but Caden's a very good bowler. So they've backed him here to finish out this power play for the SEQ Stormers. He'll come back from that first ball.
So the two outfielders are the long off and the sweeper out in the cover boundary for Pope. The right-handed Pope.
He's looking like a very important wicket here. He started really well for the Wide Bay boys. So that's probably one of the main reasons why they've kept Caden on.
Well, his brother picked up a fifer for the first time ever.
Really?
Cricket on Friday night on the other track right beside the other Moan track in the Aussie Bundy Big Bash that put the Headlands Pies back into the game, but they couldn't quite sneak home. But yeah, 5 for 12 or 4 overs or something to that like. So yeah, a bit of form running in the family at the moment.
Well, the Flames parents and supporters are certainly hoping that continues here. Caswell has certainly come back well after that first delivery. So he would have been disappointed with that, but what a great comeback from this now. The next 3 deliveries.
Awesome.
3 dots.
Yep, that's what you want.
Figures of 1 for 9 at the moment and just about out of his 3rd over.
And he'll be disappointed in himself that he didn't stop that single, and he's visibly demonstrating that. He's got a nice approach to the wicket, hasn't he?
Yeah, lovely approach to the wicket. I know he's been at a few of the SEQ clinics over the last couple of years, and I've seen him at those, and he's taken some pointers, not taking any credit for any of it, obviously, but he's always had a beautiful action, so nice and fluent. So as he gets older, gets a bit stronger and a bit taller as well. He's got a lot of promise here, finishing out his over.
Roderick hammers that. Picks up a single. And Carswell has finished the over quite well after starting with a 4 that was smacked to the boundary by Pope. Just another 2 runs coming off the over. 6 runs in total. 1 for 11 after 3 overs. You would think Carswell may have finished his spell. It'll be interesting to see whether they'd bowl him out at this point in time already.
Well, that's the end of the power play now.
Yes.
So you'd think that you'd keep one up your sleeve for later on. But 36. That's a pretty good power play in the end. Run a ball.
Just a comparison there. SEQ were none for 32 after 6 overs. Wide Bay 1 for 36.
So Wide Bay the nose in front at the moment, runs wise. So it's up to the SEQ boys now to put a bit of a pressure through a few dots. We might see a bit of spin coming on. Michael's going to continue here for a little bit longer. He'll bowl. His captain Jimmy is backing him here to come back after that first over, which is great to see. So we'll see Michael come in here. Michael Lindsay. A little bit of a misfield there, which is unfortunate. Knocked it on as he's sliding forward there, getting that extra run, but really well alert there, Pope and Roderick, to that extra run from the boys. So 2 to start off the over here. Big wickets now. Roderick's just starting to get his eye in. Shy at the bowler's end. No run there. Another dot. So they're probably thinking about, for the next few overs, SEQ would be hoping to limit them to, 3 and over, or possibly even 2 and over, which may put a little bit of panic in the boys. But again, the Wide Bay Flames will be looking at a run of ball at this stage.
Lofted to mid-off. The mid-off fielder runs around and absolutely shells it.
Yeah.
And hang on. It's a no ball. The umpire's just signalled a no ball there.
Must have been front foot.
I would say that's been front foot. Still
had to have been front foot.
Yeah. The whilst the fielder, the drop catch in effect has no effect, the fielder would still be disappointed in the fact that he did not take that. It was a very simple catch, and one that I'm sure that he would expect himself to take 9.5 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10.
So the dropped out their fielders here now, and Pope on strike for the free hit.
And dead ball signalled by umpire Gordon Fredericks. So the outfielders at this point of time for SEQ, they've got a deep third man, they've got a cover sweeper, they have a long off, they have a deep mid wicket and a long on. So they got the 5 out, the maximum 5 out, and that's what you're talking there before about the free hit and loss of shape creeps.
They do lose their shape a bit, don't they? And mind you, Popey's put one straight over long on earlier on,
Yeah.
So he knows what he's doing. But good comeback there from Michael.
Gets the pat on the back from the skipper, number 6, James McClure. Keeper dives, misses.
Gave that runs.
Runs off the bat, obviously. 1 run.
And he walked across nicely there, Pope. He was looking for that square leg boundary, actually. Walking across. I didn't know if he got much bat on it, but obviously he must have tickled it a little bit.
Bangs that in. Looks to play through square leg. Roderick does. Takes it on the body. And the ball drops away to the offside.
Nice bit of pace there from Lindsay. Banging the ball into that wicket. Just back of a length. Hoping to get a bit of irregular bounce or irregular pace off the wicket. Needs to finish out here. Finish this over.
Now, has the umpire called no ball there again? Let me just double check. Good backing up. Yes, Gordon Fredericks has called. That'll be another front foot no ball, no doubt. And that'll be a free hit to the Wide Bay Flames skipper, Nathan Roderick. Field cannot change because it's the same batsman on strike. Batsman's checking his centre guard. It was interesting the other night with Andrew Gaze commentating on the BBL. Talking about all the scratching that the batters do. Keeper's dived.
No
Ball's
ball
gone down
again.
the leg side, but it looks like it's a no ball again. Batsmen have, no ball. Front foot. Batsmen have scrambled through. And now there's a new batsman on strike. The fielding team can change their fielding positions. Yeah, he was of the assumption that the different guards should be pre-scratched into the into the pitch so that it saves some time.
Free hit. No ball again. Run out chance. Oh, they can't run again. It's hit the umpire, boys. Don't run them out either.
Now, had Pope given himself up there?
Yeah, for
Do you think?
the original one, definitely.
Yes.
And that's a missed opportunity there because just before we went out in the field, I had a little wager with the boys. Anyone who gets a run out, I said I'd be buying them lunch tomorrow. So that's certainly
no ball. Yep.
Cameron Thurlow, I think there he went for that run out. Missed out on an opportunity for lunch. Free hit again.
Well bowled.
What a great finish.
That's what we want. That's the perfect delivery, as you mentioned earlier. 10 ball over there.
Yeah, he's a bit disappointed with himself, but he's a good bowler. He'll come back from that. I certainly hope he gets another opportunity in this game. He will in the next ones anyway. But certainly he's a much better bowler than that. He showed that a few of those deliveries there that he was able to hit his lengths. He came at good pace and he finished off really well with that Yorker.
7 overs gone in the Wide Bay innings, 1 for 46. Corey Pope, 26 runs off 29 deliveries, and the skipper of the Wide Bay Flames, Nathan Roderick, 9 runs off 16 deliveries. Have we got a bowling change happening at the southern end?
Young Josh Williams coming on now. Time for spin.
Spin to win, they reckon.
Yeah, well, so often spin dominates these sorts of games, the youth cricket. So Josh will look to, well, based on the instructions we're having, we try to get the ball as flat as we can. Don't get too much loop. Flat as we can, bowl it into the wicket and at the stumps. So a bit faster if possible, knowing that it is obviously a bit tougher at times when they're a bit younger, but ideally you'll just want to get the first couple of balls out. Leg spinners have the tendency occasionally to drag it down. So a couple of nerve settlers, I suppose. Get it online and he'll be right to go.
Plays his junior cricket, his under-16 cricket for Logan Village Cricket Club. Field's fairly spread at this particular point of time. Long on and probably a deep forward square leg out in the boundary. And a mid-wicket and a short fine leg completes the leg side field.
Jimmy McClure, the captain here from Bow Desert, he set a good field here for a leg spinner. He's protected the short third man and the backward point. He's got the sweeper out there for the cut shot or the square drive. So a really good field here for the leg spin.
That's well bowled, and you're right, he started off, he's really pushing it through, keeping it nice and flat, not giving the batsman the opportunity to get down the track to him at this stage. Pope having a bit of a look though. Pope drives that through the covers, the sweeper comes around, cuts it off, and they come back for 2 runs. Now, I wonder if they'll adjust that cover fielder. I wouldn't mind seeing him probably a fraction straighter.
It depends on the length that the bowler is going to bowl. So if he's full, yes, it should be a bit straighter, but if he's a bit shorter, then yeah, he should be squarer. So, but the good thing about it is he's bowling nice and fast.
Yes.
Now it's a good pace for a T20, attacking the stumps, especially when they're leaning back trying to cut him. That's a dangerous shot.
Full toss, and as he picked that up, it would have been an outstanding catch. As he
just short, I think.
Picked it up on the half volley. Do you think?
Yeah, Ben Nash sort of leaning forward there. Good effort. Finishing our over here.
Over the same fielder there, racing out to the boundary. The sweeper gets around, dives, picks it up, and the batsmen come back for 2. Yeah, you look at the speed that Zampa bowls in T20s and Rashid Khan bowls. They're all up 90 plus Ks continually. They don't give the batsmen the opportunity to get down the track to them, do they?
No, and the added bonus for those boys, they actually spin the ball a bit as well. And it's hard to pick it for them, but they're stock standard, they're attacking the stumps, which means you've got to take a risk as a batsman to play a shot against that. Now, I don't think young Ben Nash now coming in, I don't think the plans would differ for our medium pace as well. So Ben should be targeting the stumps here as well.
Good over from Williams. Over number 1 for him. Just went for the 4 runs, 2 twos. Wide Bay, 8 overs down, 1 for 50 in pursuit of 121 from the SEQ Stormers. Pope has moved along to 30 off 35 and Roderick 9 off 16. Yes, number 7, Ben Nash. Nash.
Oh,
from
well,
Ipswich.
I say Nash. It's quite possibly Nash. Oh, what a great
he
start.
Has started with the perfect delivery.
Top of off.
That sees the demise of the wide bay skipper, Nathan Roderick. He is on his bike for 9 runs off 16. Let's have a look at this replay. Roderick seemed to be on the move, playing that shot a little bit.
Well, let's have a look here. Great view here.
Batting out of his crease a tad.
I think he was just walking there.
Yes, once he knew that ball had beaten him.
Well,
I think he knew. Heard the death rattle.
They say, you know, where should we be bowling? You know, different lines, different lengths. You know, and that's all well and good for the BBL or the international cricket. But you know, the top of off stump has never changed. It's been the same spot ever since cricket started, and Ben has exploited that. The first delivery of his carnival is a perfect one, so well done, Ben.
So the new batsman to the crease for the Wide Bay Flames, replacing the skipper Nathan Roderick, will be number 9, Stuart MacArthur, the only boy in the side that comes from the Sunshine Coast. He plays his cricket for Maroochydore Cricket Club, and mentioned earlier in the live stream, it's his birthday today.
Oh,
his
well.
16th birthday today.
Happy
so
birthday.
He was the guy that was on the hat trick.
Oh wow, well, that would have been a good hat trick present.
Yeah, it would have been awesome, hey.
Well,
not for you guys, but
that's
for him
okay.
and the Wide Bay Flames.
We're talking to their manager, David, who did say it was his birthday today, but he said it was his 19th birthday.
That's right. Bogey has been known to spin a few tall tales in his time. Very watchful there from MacArthur. Lets that one go through to the wicketkeeper, Sean Everts.
So a good start there from Ben, and just corrected when we saw the replay, it was the top of middle stump going through the gate. So ball swinging in a little bit, so he's bringing it into the stumps.
Swinging in with the breeze, coming across the. Oh, here we go. Ricochet off the stumps.
Probably a bit of a lazy throw, that one. Not required, that throw. The batsman was well in.
Good game awareness from the Wide Bay boys.
Wasn't it?
Snuck through for the extra little run there.
As a bowler myself, I would have been irate with that bit of work. My figures, imperative to look after the figures. But Ben will come back from that. As a new batsman back on strike, at least.
Oh, batsman advances down the track a tad, but to no avail. We can keep it, cleans up, tidies up.
Wide Bay don't need to do anything silly here. They're on top at the moment. They just need to keep rotating the strike, keep getting those singles, the occasional 2. But the main thing is don't lose wickets. They need to bat around Pope now, who's got a good start.
Lofted down towards long on. MacArthur picks up a single.
It's Zach Smith out here at long on. He's had a great day so far. Zach is telling us proudly he's a death bowler. He's an off spinner. he wants to bowl at the death. The best going around, he said.
Well,
what a great catch.
That's the big wicket.
That's the big wicket. A great catch from the wicketkeeper there in Sean Everts. Looked like a big, thick edge, actually, from Pope.
Wow, wasn't it a great catch? Watching this on replay, what a great over so far. The key wicket. What a great catch there from Sean Everts.
And the SEQ boys are very happy to pick up that wicket of Pope.
Just saying that they had to bat around him.
Yes.
And what a key wicket. A key wicket there. So double wicket over there from Benny Nash. And Sean Everts, who I'm reliably told that Sean Everts is the good-looking of the twins, the better-looking of the twins. Sean tells me that. Neil disagrees, but Neil says he's smarter. So I don't know if that's true either.
So James McClure, the skipper, he'll also be taking a fair bit of credit for that double wicket over from Ben Nash, having made that bowling change.
Yep.
And the new batsman to the crease for the Wide Bay Flames, in shirt number 6, Brodie Loveridge from Harvey Bay.
And Josh Williams continuing here. So how quickly a game can turn. It was only a ball ago that we were saying that Wide Bay just on top at the moment, and they don't need to do anything silly, but a wicket, especially their key batsman, changes everything. So Josh Williams looking to good bit of fielding there too. Ben's right in the game at the moment, looking to consolidate here. So if they can get through a quick over, you know, with limit the damage, only 1 or 2 runs, that's ideal.
Gets it past the mid-off fielder. Sweeper's charging around, and Harbour bridges it, and the ball trickles through over the boundary through the gate, and it's probably stuck under the trolley that's got all the covers on. I like the look of this spinner though. I like the way he approaches the wicket. I like the way he gets through the crease.
Well, he's landed everything nicely so far.
Yeah, he's landed them nicely. Do you know if he gets much turn? You get much purchase?
Well, at this stage?
In this game, in this T20 scenario, you're probably not trying to rip it as much as
no,
you normally
you're not.
would.
You're trying to bowl out the front of the hand a little bit.
Well bowled. Good comeback delivery after being hit for 4.
Yeah, so just trying to bowl it out the front of the hand, let it slide on a little bit more. A little bit less time for them to play their shots.
But he'll get an opportunity in the 50-over games to toss later in the week to toss the ball up and try and rip that rope a bit more.
Yeah, and I dare say we'll be on this wicket a fair bit. So SEQ do play on the main field quite a number of times. So it will turn a little bit as the week goes on.
That's great. He got hit for 4 and he's come back with 3 dot deliveries. He's landed every one of them. Well bowled, Josh Williams.
Needs to get out of his over here. Last delivery.
And he's done well. 2 overs, none for 8 from a leg spinner, which is the toughest skill in the game.
It is. Coming from a fast bowler though. No, it is a tough skill, and you know the T20 is really developing leg spinners around the world. Every team seems to have one. If not, they need to develop ones. So
or a mystery spinner.
That's right.
The mystery spinner.
So he's certainly got a future ahead of him if he keeps bowling like that in the white ball game.
Ben Nash, 1 over, 2 for 3. It's a wonder he doesn't go to the skipper. No, that's it. I'm out. I'm done.
A long carnival here, so.
No, he'd want to keep the ball in the hand, try and add to the twofer. Starts the over well with a dot ball.
He needs to follow up now, so if he can get 2 good overs in a row, that certainly puts you right on the front foot. You know, we just had a great one there from Josh Williams, even though he went for 4. That was all the runs that were off that, and then this is needs to follow up here, Ben.
So at the end of the 10th over, when SEQ batted, they were 2 for 52, and the Wide Bay Flames, not counting that last single there, the Wide Bay Flames were 3 for 57.
So total's pretty close. Pretty close there, but interesting to see now with 2 new batters in there. I know MacArthur's been in there for a little bit now, but 2 relatively new batsmen. Opportunity for the Stormers to get a few tight overs in.
Good backing up from both batters there, looking for the sneaky second run there, but great fielding down here at the long on boundary. It's interesting to note the difference in the field placements for this part of the innings. Wide Bay tend to keep a lot of their fielders inside the fielding circle for... Oh! Has he caught it? Has he kept it? He has. That's a nice catch in the end. Great catch at mid-wicket.
Harrison
at Letterhose, who did quite well with the bat.
Batted through the innings, was great. Just got that, but another wicket here for Benny Naish.
Yes. He's picked up Brodie Loveridge. To dive forward. It's always a little bit of a difficult catch when you're diving forward. Must have had a little bit of a juggle in there because there seemed to be a delayed reaction from the fielders to make sure he had it. Loveridge played that shot right out in front of him himself. Didn't sort of play it late and spewed into the air, and Lederhose did the rest.
That's what a great start here for Benny Naish. That's 3 wickets now, and that's 10 deliveries. So that's a pretty good strike rate.
This T20 cricket, it's pretty easy.
Isn't it just?
Yeah.
Talk about game changes. Well, that's been a great introduction there for Benny. So 3 for 5 off 10 deliveries. So has certainly turned it towards the SEQ Stormers. So still a long way to go though.
New batsman to the crease for the Wide Bay Flames has gone straight to the striker's end in shirt number 11. Finlay France plays for the Harlequins Cricket Club down there in Gympie. Foolish delivery and hit straight to the fielder right behind square leg.
So opportunity to get out of the over here with only the 2 runs from it. So 1 more delivery. And Franz would be thinking, let's just get down the other end, get a single.
Which he's done. Gee whiz, Nostradamus. Ooh. So off the mark with a single is Finlay Franz. And he'll retain the strike. How good are those figures? Benny Naish, 3 for 6 off 2 overs. You won't be able to get the ball out of his hand. He'll want to bowl a third, but that'll be interesting. Will the skipper hold him back for a couple towards the end or not?
Well, I'd be tempted to let him go again. He's running hot at the moment. He can blow the game wide open here. So if he continues the way he's going here, he's bowling in partnership really well with Josh Williams. So Josh is going to continue. So he'll bowl his 3rd over here, who's also got very economical figures, have done for 8.
So 6 fielders inside the fielding ring at the moment for Williams. Landed that one again beautifully to dot up. The outfielders are at long on, deep forward square leg, and on the cover boundary, the cover sweeper out there. Throws it up. Well bowled. I like this guy.
They're nice and full.
Yeah.
It looks like Franz isn't going to stick around for too long though. He's looking to hit the ball hard.
He's got a bit of size. He's a similar sort of build to Lindsay from the Stormers.
Yeah. Not giving him any room for his levers there, bowling nice and full.
Just a single down to long on. Mid-off came tearing across to cut it off.
He's been Captain Jimmy McClure. He's been very busy out there, very active.
Bit more of a spring in the step of the Stormers at the moment, isn't there? The last cut, those 2 quick wickets back to back, and they're charging in. They're keen, good body language. Trouble. And the batsman,
chance to run out here.
Yep.
Oh,
gee whiz! You've got to know where that ball is. The initial running between wickets was great, but you then got to follow that up to make sure you know where that ball is. It was in the end an easy overthrow, but because the batsman Franz had gone well and truly past the stumps, it turned into a tough overthrow. Nearly got himself run out. MacArthur, a single through to square leg.
The Stormers are very close here on the offside. You'll see them coming in. Like you'll see Lindsay at the point there, he's walking in. He's in catching position. So they're looking for a short, maybe a pop-up catch there.
Another very nice over from Williams. 3 overs, none for 12.
The Golden Boy gets the ball again.
The skipper's made the call. You're on fire. Let's keep it going.
I don't think he had a choice. Ben ran up and got the ball and handed his cap over, so said, I want to bowl.
Oh no, good skippering from Jimmy McClure. Batsman advances, and it's just put him off a little bit, and he's picked up the wide. Creeves, talk to me about, as a bowler, playing at the first class level, and batsmen moving around the crease like that when you're running into bowl. What goes through your mind? Because it's a tough thing. It's a little bit off-putting, isn't it?
It is. You at the top of your mark there, you should know what you're bowling, though. And if he's moving around, that doesn't change what you're bowling.
Slaps that down to long on.
Yeah, so you're still focused on where you need to bowl it. And if you're targeting the stumps, you don't change that. The batsman, if he's good enough then to, invent a shot, well, good on him. He's won that battle. But you shouldn't change too much. The only option you'd probably consider is maybe drag down a slower ball.
Ooh, that had a bit of heat on it. Not sure if that was a caught and bowled chance. Batsman come back for a 2. See if we can get a replay of that one. Not sure.
We need a bit of Ben magic here. We need another wicket, I think. These boys are starting to look a bit dangerous.
Hit down to Smith here at long on, just for a single. Fires it in.
I think both MacArthur and Franz are looking to hit the leather off the ball here, so full and straight would be the message from Jimmy McClure, I'd say.
Running hard, looking for 2 and coming back for 2. That's great running between wickets. MacArthur didn't try to overhit that. He's placed that quite nicely. Long off fielder had a little bit of work to do to get around to the ball. Good running between wickets. They picked up 2 runs. Just re-establishing a little bit of a partnership here, the Wide Bay Flames, after a loss of a couple of back-to-back wickets there. Something that no cricket team likes to do is lose wickets in clumps. Well, what do we got there? Is that... It's a full toss. They pick up a single, but no indication from either umpire of a no ball.
I think got away with one there. The Wide Bay boys bowled a couple of higher balls that were called no ball. I think one definitely was very unlucky to be called a no ball. I think it was very similar to that one. So maybe got away with one there, the Stormers.
Flat batted, down to long on. Smith gets around right in behind that ball. It's like a brick wall down here at long on. It's fielding tremendously well. They pick up a single, which they're happy with. No damage done by Benny Nation that over. They've destroyed his figures. 3 overs, 3 for 15.
Well, the game's in the balance here at the moment, so a 4 for 73 with only the 7 overs remaining. Is that 7 overs remaining?
Yep.
And then we've got finishing off here with Josh Williams, who's bowled really well, none for 12. This might be a critical over, this one. Both MacArthur and Franz are looking for the runs here. So if he can get his line right here, might prove a bit difficult. But they're certainly looking to take him down.
Well, that kept a tad low, that one. But I was just looking at the field that has been set by the Stormers skipper, McClure here. It's been a fairly set standard field for the leg spinner to the right-hander, and he's bowled really well to it in his spell so far. Throws that one up. Driven down to long on for a single.
And you won't be able to pick it up in the camera with the wide shot, but definitely the infielders are well and truly in. They're very close, so especially there at point or backward point.
That one drifts down the leg side. No damage done.
So maybe looking for a run out in there, or just that little lofted shot.
Once again, Williams bowling to his field. Ball was hit through the cover region, but they had the sweeper back there protecting the boundary. And just a single taken by the Wide Bay Flames. That's lofted straight down the ground. Long on coming around. Pick up, throw. Chance of a run out? No. Throw was a little bit too short to create that run out chance. And the batsman across 2 runs to Franz.
Deserves a wicket here, young Josh. Bowled really well, last ball of his spell. Didn't want to give it to him.
No.
Franzy.
I tell you what though, very impressive. I really like what Josh Williams has done in his 4 over spell there. Leg spinner in a T20 game. I'll be interested to see how he goes in the longer version later in the week. To see if he throws it up a little bit more and what sort of purchase he gets, because he can certainly land them. He's got good control.
Yes, he does. Then we're going, so with the score at 77, it's pretty much in the balance. I think it's going to come down to now these, both MacArthur and Franz have had enough time. They've got themselves in a little bit. They need to accelerate a little bit further to chase down that target of 121. Captain coming back now. So Jimmy McClure, the Bow Desert legend.
At the northern end, this is from where he opened the bowling with his opening 2 overs. None for 14 off his opening 2 over spell. And he'll be bowling to Finlay Franz. Wide Bay, 4 for 77.
So what's that? 6 overs to go. 36 balls, 44 runs. Crucial over this one. The tight over here just bumps that run rate up a little bit.
SEQ picked up 19 runs in the last 2 overs of their innings, which that was a good finish to their innings. Wide Bay probably would have been a little bit disappointed with giving up that amount of runs, considering at the 18th over they had them 5 for 101 and they ended up with 120. So those 19 runs has obviously given SEQ a little bit more to play with. Wide delivery. He knew it. As soon as he let the ball go, he spun around to look at umpire Gordon Fredericks, and Gordon obliged, stuck both wings out.
He's trying to harness a little bit of Mitchell Stark here, left arm round the wicket. Trying to go for the tram lines there, I think, just inside the wide line and missed there.
Starkey had a fairly good test, didn't he?
He did.
Started the test awesomely well. Gee whiz. Nudged into the leg side, just in front of the square leg umpire there by Finlay Franz. They pick up a single. Is that a chance?
Oh, great
and
catch.
That's a great catch. Mid-wicket.
Riley.
Number 3, Riley Possingham.
Vital wicket at a crucial part of the game. Coming around the wicket here, you can see my Jimmy. Trying to flick over the top there.
Superb camera work.
Well, it was from Johnny Devine. Sorry, he's experienced at this. He tracks it really well, you know. So he's earning his coin up there. He does a great job, JD. But that's a crucial wicket at a crucial time. So France needs to take a bit more responsibility now for that run scoring. But a great wicket there from captain Jimmy McClure.
Yeah, the new batsman to the crease for the Wide Bay Flames in shirt number 1, Oliver Bogue, the son of the Wide Bay manager David Bogue. David Bogue has played a lot of cricket for Brothers and for Bundaberg and for Wide Bay, juniors and seniors over the years, and still plays a little bit of lower grade cricket here so he can have a run around with his son. Oliver, like his father, left-handed bat. Scored a mountain of runs for Brothers' first grade cricket side over the years. Won a couple of Don Talon medals as the best and fairest cricketer in Bundaberg. We'll see how his son goes. Oliver.
He's got to get busy now.
Yes.
He's got to get busy.
McClure back over the wicket to bowl to the left-hander.
Chance for a run out.
Great bit of fielding, actually. Like, he's hit the stumps on the full.
I reckon that was a lot closer than what you think.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be too...
What's the replay here?
He didn't seem to be too rushed here, did he?
Oh, can't quite see.
And he's plonked it. He's made his ground,
yeah,
but very casually. He just plonked the bat down.
Yeah, he was all in control.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
and he'll tell you that. He'll tell you that.
I wouldn't recommend you do it too often.
No, not out of the coaching manual, that one. That's been whacked out to deep mid-wicket, and they'll only pick up the single.
Michael Lindsay out there doing a great job. He might get a bit of work here. I think Franzi's looking out that way a bit now. Hitting with the breeze. Jimmy McClure needs to finish here.
Full toss. Seemed to dip a little bit there too. And Bo could not take advantage of that. And he's finished with a dot ball. 3 overs for McClure, 1 for 19. At the end of the 15th over, Wide Bay 5 for 82. How's this? SEQ at the end of the 15th over were 4 for 81.
There you go. It's very close. Very close. So at 39 to win off, what's that, 5? We say, so 30 balls. So pretty close here. I think the coaching staff down at Wide Bay would be thinking run a ball and the occasional boundary. I think Franz is the man that's going to look for that boundary. The change of bowler here.
There has to be a compulsory change of bowler for the Stormers. Josh Williams has finished his 4 over stint, and it looks like
Cameron Thurlow.
number 2, Cameron Thurlow, to come into the attack at the southern end.
Tough time for him to come on and bowl as well. A man looking to hit large.
So it looks like he rolls out some leg spinners as well. And Franz has driven that down to long on, picked up the single, and gets the left-handed Bogue on strike to the leg break bowler. Oop, drags that one down. Bogue has hammered that, and that's 4 runs to Bogue behind square leg.
Michael Lindsay just a bit too close there at square leg. Just didn't give himself an opportunity. Needs to be back a bit. You can play the ring here because the single's okay. We can't give away the boundaries.
And that's one of those messages that you'll be able to share with the boys to add to their cricketing knowledge and experience about the different times ball gets pushed through mid-wicket for a single, the different times in the circle that you do push in a little bit, and the times that you do need to be back on the ring.
Yeah, that's right. It's at this point where it's over a run of ball, you're happy with the single. The single is a win for you. So you're cutting off the twos, cutting off the boundaries. So
single down to long on. Four, 5, 6, 7 runs off the overs thus far. 1 ball remaining. From a SEQ point of view, they'll be wanting to get a wicket or a dot on this ball. And that's what Wide Bay would be happy with. The wide and the extra delivery to score some runs.
Free runs, I'll take at this point in time. Any team would.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the wind blowing those zing bales off there.
No, the ball just
tapped
they
in,
rolled it back. Yeah. Dropped another man out to deep square.
It's worked down towards fine leg by Bogue. They cross for a 1. Smith picks up, very cool and calm, and the umpire calls over.
Good over there for the Flames.
9 runs off that first over of Thurlow's leg spinners.
So what's that? 30 to win off 24 balls. So it's getting down there. So who better throw the ball to the captain? Jimmy McClure takes on the responsibility here. Need a good over.
And is bowling at Bogue, the newer of the 2 batsmen to the crease. Field spreads though on the leg side. Square leg, mid-on and deep mid-wicket. And he's squeezed that down past the stumps towards fine leg, and they'll come back for a 2 off a very neat and tidy inside edge.
Hard to defend against that.
Yeah, you can't set a field for them, can you, Chris?
No, they'll take those 2 runs. It was well bowled.
Put the fielder back to fine leg, and Bogue slashes it down behind point. It's been overrun, misfield, and that's 4 greatly needed runs to the Wide Bay side, but 4 runs that the SEQ team probably could have saved.
Yes, But vital time for the Flames to pick up those runs. He was attacking that ball just a little bit too much. Hindsight, he would have just laid off a bit because there was no chance for the extra run there.
McClure in, lofted, just outside the field or on the fielding circle. It lands, and there's a Franz. He likes plonking that bat over the line, doesn't he? But once again, he had it under control.
Yep.
And came back for the casual two. Umpire calls a wide delivery down the leg side. Actually, the deep mid-wicket fielder out there at the moment, just keeping an eye on. There has been a very angry plover out there over the last few weeks, and he's probably been lucky that the baby's probably got a little bit of age on it now. Dot ball. Yeah, we had a spectator spent one Friday night over there protecting the fielder by distracting the plover so the fielder wasn't getting hit. And they just kept walking backwards and forwards and just kept taking the plover's attention away and getting attacked themselves.
I see the plover is out there.
Yes.
Just sitting out there, just having a look.
McClure bowls. Bogue hits that through the covers, and that's going to be another 4 runs. Well, this has been a very profitable over so far for the Wide Bay crew.
Swinging the pendulum back in the Wide Bay's favour now. A great over. And he takes one good over.
Is there another twist to come though? Is there
generally
a
is. It generally is. Good encouragement there. Coming up to the captain.
Full toss, and he was happy just to bunt that back to the bowler. I think he's happy with the amount of runs that they got off this over, was Bogue. And that sees the Wide Bay score move along to 5 for 104 at the end of the 17th over.
So what's that, 17 to win off 18 deliveries. So it's going to be interesting who they bowl here. I probably wouldn't be bowling the Cameron here. Might go back to the pace. Or
13 runs off that McClure over. That's really turned it around in Wide Bay's favour at this stage.
Give it to the golden child, Benny Nash.
Why not? Why not?
He's had a great game so far. Big wicket here for Wide Bay. And they need another good over here just to, don't have to go silly. They need less than a run of ball. But I'm certain Franz isn't thinking just run a ball at this stage. So he'll be looking to hit that loose one. Ben will be targeting the stumps, I'd imagine.
Well, he's bowling from the southern end for his 4th and final over. He got his opening spell of 3 overs all came from the northern end, so it'll be interesting to see if he has any similar success at the southern end. And he comes for his first delivery, bowling to Franz, and that is firmly driven out through extra cover, and they pick up 2 runs. Probably would have expected the Riley Possingham to field that one, do you think? Has he copped a bad bounce?
Yeah, a bit of a bad bounce for him. So needing a wicket here now, the SEQ Stormers.
Well, he lets that one go. He's quietly confident that he's going to get other balls in his zone that he can put away. Happy to give up a dot ball in this instance. Franz.
Taking the game deep, I think. Just building up the suspense.
Keeping the crowd on their toes. That's turned nicely, timed it beautifully. Behind square leg. They pick up another 2 runs quite easily.
Just again a bit close there, the boys. Getting a bit keen. Maybe a bit nervous energy little bit too close, causing the misfield there.
Just see Zach Smith doing a little bit of warming up down here at third man. Just wondering whether he's going to come on and bowl the next over at the northern end. Well, there we go. There we go.
There's that little twist in the tail.
Little sting in the tail. Franz is on his way.
He was looking to finish it there, wasn't he?
Who picks up the wicket? Benny Naish.
Of course he does. Already player of the carnival.
Give the ball to me, skipper. I'll bowl from both ends.
Yep. Full and straight. They miss, you hit.
Lost his shape there a little bit.
Looking to put it out there on the main road again.
Rightio. Well. And look, the thing to consider here too is that whilst Wide Bay have lost 6 wickets, it's the same for all the teams at the carnivals here. Guys that are coming in and batting at 7, 8, 9 for their club sides would normally be batting in the top 6. So
yeah,
every side is quite capable of batting down to 9 and 10 in these competitions. It's probably usually only number 11 and number 12 that may struggle a little bit.
Yep.
So you can't write any team off until you get down to 10 and Jack. Not the delivery Benny Naish would have chosen to give first up.
I think it's just
Curtis Farrell.
He just missed his execution there, trying to go for a Yorker there, first ball. Always a tough ball to face on your first rock, but yeah, just missed his target there. I like the way he's thinking.
In he comes, bowls, bangs it in, another wide. He's not finishing like he would love to be finishing here. Picks up the wide, lets the incoming batsman off the hook with 2 wides in a row. Just looked like he was trying a little bit too hard there.
How often are these games so close, these finishes?
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic. Such a great learning experience too. Another wide signalled by Noel Cronin from Maryborough, the umpire.
Yeah, these games always tend to come down to the wire. There's rarely ever a dead rubber. Or an easy win for one team. They're always very close. I know Peter Drennan will be very nervous over there. He paces a lot.
Nice shot through extra cover by Farrell. They pick up a single. That should be the last ball of the over.
One more to come.
One to come, sorry. Yes.
Interesting here, if they're not changing the field, so there's no third man. They've just got a point. Sweeper. Cover and long on. He's bringing up the long off now.
Just drop square leg back.
Yeah,
to
bringing
the
up the long off. The mid off.
1.
They've got their 4 in.
2.
No third man, though, is dangerous.
We must have a fine leg down here that we can't see.
Yep.
Yep. Just in front of us here in the broadcast position. Zach Smith came charging in at that point from fine leg. And it's another wide. Geez, what's happened to Benny Naish in this over? He's just really struggled since he's got the wicket. 2.2 wicket, wide, 1 wide. Got a little bit of the yips, so to speak.
Just to finish.
Uh-oh.
He'd be disappointed with himself, Benny. He's had a great game so far. Got that wicket that the team needed. Just needs a finish off here.
Well, And it's just not at this age that this sort of things can happen. What about that Curtly Ambrose over years and years ago? 11 or a 12 ball over. Happened to him too. And Benny Nash finally finished with the dot ball. 4 overs, 4 for 25. And 18 overs gone. Wide Bay 6 for 114 at the same stage. SEQ were 5 for 101 runs.
So Wide Bay certainly in the box seat here. 2 big overs. Well, as Zach Smith has said, he's a death bowler. He's made the call himself. He's ready. The game is in his hands.
Well, it's the key over, isn't it?
Well, it is a key over.
It's the key over. If he can get away with,
well, if he doesn't get it right,
it's
they
game.
lose
It's game
anyway,
over. Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's right.
So it is the key over. He's made the call though. He said, "Yeah, I'm the death bowler. Give it to me." He did it with the bat. Now he's got the chance with the ball.
Taking some time to get his field right, which is good to see. On the offside, he's got a fine short third man. He's got a point. He's got a cover that's outside the fielding circle. An extra cover and a long off.
It's a decent hit out that way.
Bowls it short and chance for a run out, and the fieldsman overruns it, doesn't pick it up, and the batters sneak through for a single. So now we've got the left-handed Bogue on strike. See, Oliver Bogue's done quite well for himself at this stage. I hope I haven't put the commentator's curse on him.
He's 19 off 13. He's come in at perfect time in the game and done exactly what the team has needed. Got the nose in front now. He's just wants to finish it. That's his job now. He's done all the hard work. Now he needs to finish the job for the Flames.
6 runs for victory required off 11 deliveries for the Flames. Throws that one up, and Bogue drives that down towards long on, and they pick up a single. 5 off 10.
So they've Jimmy McClure's got a decision to make here. He can't keep giving away these singles now. So maybe he can steal a couple of dots perhaps. New batsman on strike in Farrell.
Well, they're bringing the field in a little bit more for the new batsman Farrell. And they're still going to... They take the one even though the ball was hit straight to the point fielder, but the point fielder has fumbled it, and they end up strolling through quite easily. 4 off 9, and it's at this point you want to bring everybody in, maybe leave a deep mid-wicket out for the smash, or they're going to leave the long on out. They're bringing long off up into the circle. Or he drops it short, and that's probably going to be called a wide by umpire Gordon Fredericks. It is. So 3 off 9 deliveries.
Need a wicket here, the SEQ boys.
Do. And that has been hit down towards long off. Long on's come across. Batsman will pick up 2 runs.
Is that the scores level?
Scores should be tied. The scores are tied. So 1 run for victory off 8 deliveries. 1 run off 8 deliveries. Bogue plays a very solid forward defensive shot.
He's waiting for the right ball.
And I think he wants to be there at the end, hit the winning runs. It's been like a little cameo from Oliver Bogue.
Well, this is his last chance to hit the winning runs.
Yes.
Last ball.
Wonder if he's counted correctly. 'Cause 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 ' Oh, no. So it's going to be Wide Bay wins on a wide ball bowled by Zach Smith, which he obviously is really disappointed in himself with. And the Wide Bay boys, in the end, get up at the end of the 19th over. They win by 4 wickets.
Didn't they bat really well through those middle overs? They got off to a good start, and then but those middle overs, certainly Pope led the way for them. They just kept rotating the strike. They never had a stint of their run rate go down. They just kept going really well. So they deserved winners there today for the Wide Bay Flames.
Well, I thought SEQ were well and truly in the game at the 15th over. Having Wide Bay 5 for 82. It was still very, very evenly poised, and SEQ had their nose in front from the extra wicket perspective, but they probably just got a little bit ill-disciplined with some of their bowling and their fielding in those last 5 overs and let Wide Bay off the hook to some degree. Nice little cameo innings from Oliver Bogue there, 22 runs off 16 deliveries. He took full advantage of some of those loose deliveries to ram it home for the Wide Bay side, and he saw it out right through to the end. But overall, a nice game of cricket to start the carnival off with on day one here at Bundaberg Salter Oval for the Bulls Masters Under-16 Youth Cup.
And you're right, what a great start to the carnival. It, like we said, all these games come down to the wire, and it's credit to both teams for what they've done, and hopefully both teams will take out of it some learning as they move forward, and Wide Bay take the win on this occasion, but they look forward to SEQ and Wide Bay playing again later on in the week.
Rightio, well we'll wrap it up here at Salter Oval for the time being. We'll be back at around 6 o'clock this evening. We've got another T20 game for you. It'll be played under lights, our new lights here at Salter Oval. You'll see the Darling Downs Southwest Queensland side taking on the Sunshine Coast side. So on behalf of Brendan Creevy, this is Jason Shears, and bye for now.
Support your local fruit shop and help Queensland farmers.
One of my favourite fruits, oranges from Gayndah in the Wide Bay area.
And grapes from Warwick in the Darling Downs. Beautiful strawberries from the beautiful Sunshine Coast. Hard to beat an Innisfail or a Babinda banana from far north Queensland.
What about juicy apples from Stanthorpe? You can't go past a Bowen mango from North Queensland.
Or a watermelon from Chinchilla. The Bulls Masters are all about supporting junior cricket, and we're all about supporting local farmers. So make a better choice and get into your local fruit shop.
Times are changing. Everything is getting quicker and smarter. As a family-owned Australian business, let us show you how we are keeping pace with the rest of the world. Whether you are a one-man band or the procurement manager for a large multinational, we take the time to understand your needs. We personalise our service offering to deliver safe and effective solutions. At C&W, we are here to be your trusted partner anywhere, anytime.
Chemist Chemist Warehouse is making shopping more convenient with its new click and collect service. Just tap to order items online, and it's ready for pickup within just 4 hours. Click and collect. Try it today.
Hey Horry and Mocko, can we have some tips?
Mocha, I reckon even you could turn this fella square.
I reckon, boys, we hold that lemon just down the seam. If you get your technique right, we'll get that to swing. We'll bend it like a banana.
Good, good.
Bulls Masters like to say thanks to the Brisbane Markets for supporting us so that we can run events like the Bulls Masters Youth Cup.
The Brisbane Markets support all our local farmers, so make a better choice and get all your fruit and veg from your local fruit shop.